to getting a few of those miscellaneous achievements and some of those missed ones. We're going to be having a quick break now to ensure that the runners are ready and the handover goes nice and smoothly. In the meantime, !donate. Make sure you're getting those donations through. As you can see on the top of the stream, we have $3,832.13, which has been raised already for NAMI, which is the charity of choice. To give you a little bit more information on NAMI, NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness, the nation's largest grassroots mental health organization dedicating to building better lives for the millions of Americans affected by mental illness. They help in a lot of ways, but the money that is raised is going towards helping fund things like support lines, groups, and the spread of information for dealing with mental health issues. So it's not just spreading awareness and all that stuff, which is important in its own right, but NAMI is really focusing on getting information out there for how to deal with these mental health issues. And together with the help from people like you, the donators, and events like this, we can help a lot of people out there recover from mental illness. So make sure you're hitting that donation link in chat, and anything that you can fiscally afford is much appreciated.
Yeah, good job to all the runners for the survival. It's like RD, Zephyr, Flaming, and Cypher. Thanks for doing such a great job. We'll see some new runners in a second. All right, on to the Beat the Rush achievement. Let's see if they have those Teletubbies still, or the regular infected again.
So talk us through a little bit of what's going on for this achievement.
For Beat the Rush, you just need to gain any medal using only melee weapons. So he's got the axe right now. Fails. Fails is on your screen right now. He should be the only runner for this one.
So I imagine he's playing this on well, I was gonna say I here's the newbie talking again. I was gonna say he's playing this on easy, but it doesn't really matter because they're going for that gold standard achievement. So yep, and we still have the Teletubby skins, which means that we're still gonna have the Shrek tanks. So you're in for an interesting treat here again. And now will Fails be using the axe for this entire campaign, or will you see that he switches between different melee weapons?
He'll just use the axe, and we have acids assisting him, and some of the AI actually just helping him get through that horde.
Gotcha.
You know, he doesn't need to use his scar right now. He's using the axe.
Gotcha.
Right.
And so, which weapons in this game are counted as as melee? So I know that the chainsaw is, the crowbar is, the axe is. What other melee weapons are included in this game that can be used potentially for this type of achievement?
Pretty much any of them. Yeah, so you have your primary and your secondary, which can be switched out with melee weapons or a pistol. And there's a variety of different ones. There's some infected walking around with actually like batons because they're in full police getup and they have SWAT armor and you gotta shoot them in the back. Yeah, once you down them, you could actually get their baton and use it to beat the zombies.
And you're saying the bat's your favorite.
Yeah, the baseball bat. Or the axe, because I like, asking questions.
And as you can see, as you mentioned, Acids is helping out in here alongside the AI earlier in the stream. I don't know if we have anybody in the chat from them, but there was this phenomenal copy pasta for Acids that was going around in the chat, which was making me laugh. I don't know if anybody still has it, but that was golden. It was golden. And it was even going through on the donations. So it was a work of art. Oh, and here it comes. There it is in the chat.
Nice. Yeah, Acids was recently on GDQ with Waifu, helping him get through all campaigns. And right now we see Fails. He's a triple OG world record holder for many Left 4 Dead speedrun categories. And he's showing off his skills for us today. Thank you, Fails. Oh, looks like Ellis
There we go. That
and
was a
Coach.
quick save. Quick save,
Oh,
but then
no.
Acids got mounted.
Yeah,
there
this
we
is
go.
pretty bad. You gotta save Acids. There you go. He's using the katana while Fails is using the axe. Oh,
Look at that. The dream team.
Nice. Beat the rush. We got the achievement.
Perfect.
Let's go, guys. Good job. Now they're gonna snipe and stay in this vantage point on this hallway. Circling the map, pretty much.
Climbing Teletubby was making me laugh. Just climbing up the wall.
Yeah, they must have practiced this one a lot. Didn't expect the AI to go down so fast, but sad to see them go. The game's telling them to grab the grenade launcher. I don't know if that's for good luck or not. Some GLs. Which you can also use to boost your team into the air.
Speaking of launches and boosters, I believe it was Acids who was demonstrating the rocket launch boost map earlier, which was
Rocket Man.
If you blinked, you missed it. I would highly recommend if you have time going back in the stream and watching that one, because that was seriously impressive. A lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, that looked like a lot of fun to do. Using that tech and movement to just propel yourself around the map as quickly as possible. You're not going to see it any faster than that.
Absolutely
oh no, Acid
not.
goes down. Looks like he fell from a far height, and that did enough damage to bring him to incapped. Right, Bales is pretty much all by himself. Soloing this map.
Soloing it with the sniper rifle as well. There we go.
It's got the
and
defib
Acids has
out.
been revived. Well done.
Yeah, luckily no special infected grabbed him or jumped on him.
No, and he didn't rush there either, because I'm sure they've learned if you try and rush through from one side of the map to the other, despite being speedrunners, when when you're on such a horde based map, you do have to implement a certain level of care, particularly when you're the only survivor there and your teammates downed. So Fails did a really good job there, navigating his way to the other side to help revive Acids.
Earning that silver medal. Just one more to go. Another 3 minutes on this map. Bee hopping. I hear that.
There we go. We finally get to see some of that bee hopping.
Nice. Not the normal route to take around the mall, but you want to avoid the tanks or the Shreks.
Expert sniping of that smoker back there.
Yeah, let's zoom in, pull out.
It was, yeah.
It's like you did a 360. Nice. 180. Yeah, these tiers of weapons can just decimate any infected. It's like a level 3 sniper.
Now I know you were saying that some of the some of the resources on these maps are limited, like the health. That pile of ammunition that they're running past, though, is that infinite ammo or is that also limited?
Yeah, once you go up to it and grab it, it refills all your ammo in your stash. So you could go to it whenever you need ammo. And also there's a different ammo scattered around the map, so you could get incendiary ammo or I think explosive ammo.
Gotcha. So you really have to have a great understanding of this map and where some of those specific ammunition rounds are as well to get the extra edge on this. Oh no, and Fails goes down from a hunter.
Oh. Yeah, that tank has acids cornered right now. This isn't good. He needs Fails to survive for the next 10 minutes. Or 1 minute, sorry. They were so close.
It's a nail biter.
I had to use all the resources available just to get like close to silver. I'm playing so meticulously. I was like, okay, I'm gonna set the incendiary right here.
Oh. There we go. I think that's the gold medal there.
Gold medal.
Wonderful. Well done.
There's a 360
Amazing.
on some Teletubbies and get smoked. There's the killing spree achievement. Earn a gold medal on every survival map. We also got 2 more.
Beautiful. Well done. Well done to all of our runners. Oh my goodness. How exciting. Right at the end there as well. I was like, oh gosh, are they going to make it? Are they going to make
Nail
it?
biter.
All right. Can we get some claps in the chat for that? For all of our runners there. What an impressive round of survival maps there. We got to see all of them. Bronze, silver, and gold achievements on every single one with a nothing short of a huge team effort there from all of the runners. Well done, everybody. What are we seeing next up, Z-Dep? Talk us through.
I think we're just cleaning up the remainder of the achievements, so Fried Piper will be one of them, and Strength in Numbers.
That's right, yes.
And then we have a few campaigns to get ready for. So we're setting up right now. Reminder, stretch, drink some water. And just
absolutely. I mean, we are here running this event and raising money for NAMI. And NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. So that also includes you, chat. I hope you guys are looking after yourself, stretching your legs, getting some water. We have been running currently the stream for nearly 14.5 hours. And in that time, we have raised, oh my goodness, I can see that tracker going up as we speak. Well, hold on a second. We got to wait for this tracker to stop. There we go. We've raised $3,882.13 because we just got a brand new donation in from Jazz Meowny for $50. Thank you very much, Jazz. Jazz says, in 2018, I watched Fail speedrun this game at GDQ. In 2022, he's doing this in the living room while I'm in the other room writing this donation. Who could have guessed Left 4 Dead 2 would have gotten me such an amazing partner? 4 years and counting. Meow, meow, meow. This got sappy, so Meows to take it less sappy. To make it less sappy. Go fails. Oh my goodness. Jazz Meowny, thank you so much for the $50. That is such a sweet donation. I'm so glad I was able to read that out for everybody. And you've brought us ever closer to that $4,000 donation incentive incentive goal for the tank run, which is going to be at the mutation run, where all special infected are tanks. We have oh goodness, I'm gonna do some quick maths here. We have 118 just under $118 left over until we reach that incentive. So exclamation mark donate in the chat. That's going to bring up the link there for you, where you can donate, and all of that money is going to be going directly towards NAMI, and it's a wonderful cause. So I hope you're able to, if you can, anything you can. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying the event here. It's been wonderful so far.
It's such a great event. And such a great charity to be part of.
And we are still getting set up for the next part of the runs here. As Edep mentioned, we are going to be running over just some of those incentives that were missed. Excuse me, not incentives, achievements that were missed. Miscellaneous ones, including the Fried Piper and Strength in Numbers, I believe is the other one. And then we'll be going on to the rest of the things on the schedule, which is including Cold Stream and Chainsaw Massacre. So we've got lots in store for you. We are on the tail end of the run now, well, of the event now, but we still have plenty left over, and we've saved a lot of the best to last. So make sure you stay tuned. And wow, I think we're heading on in now.
Yeah, let's see what they do here. No more Teletubbies, I'm praying. I don't want my nightmares to be Teletubbies tonight.
See, I'm praying that they are Teletubbies. I like that chaotic energy.
Looks like they're doing scavenge mode. And Fails is using his hunter to reach the top. Looks like round's over already.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah. I'll get these achievements really quickly. I think it's a best of 5.
So, Fried Piper, this achievement is using a Molotov, burn a clown, leading at least 10 common infected. So that's for this one, we will see that the infected are the common infected are no longer going to be Teletubbies, because they need to see which one is going to be a clown, and leading which common infected, so that they can use the Molotov on the correct common infected. And which map is that one going to be shown off on? The carnival. Oh shoot, I forgot the name of it.
Carnival?
Dark Carnival. That's the one. Yeah.
It looks like he's just jumping around until the round's over, and then all you have to do is win this one, which they already have with 1 gas can. So they'll get the gas can in, and they'll end the round.
Got another can in the tank. We're making it look easy.
Beautiful. Quick work. Quick, easy work. Well, maybe not easy. Maybe I wouldn't find it so easy.
Form a team.
But it's quick work.
Yeah. And beat another team and versus or scavenge. Scavenge is the easier one, since it only takes 3 rounds. This is the next achievement. Hopefully, another quick one.
Right, and as we're setting up for the next run here, we have a few more donations to read out. As you can see, that tracker just keeps going up and up and up. We are so close to that $4,000 incentive. We have $4.28 here from Anonymous, who says, I'm going to be a one-man cheeseburger apocalypse. Well, that sounds delicious, Anonymous. Did you know that I haven't had my breakfast yet? You must have. Anonymous, thank you for the $4.28. And we have another donation from Anonymous. The anonymous horde is out in droves right now, which is for $39.48. And their message is just smiley face. Can we get some smiley faces in the chat? Thank you very much to both Anonymouses and all Anonymouses for your donations during this event.
Check out the donation page for a second, and there's 2 already. So.
I know, they're flying through. We have less than 70. Oh my goodness, we're so close. Less than $75 left until we reach that donation incentive goal. Excuse me. For the tank run, where all special infecteds are going to be tank. So we can have, if you missed it, there can be up to 6 tanks on the map at once, and the final group will be running this on the modded map. So that's going to be a sight to see. Thank you all so much for your donations so far, and we're so close to reaching that donation incentive.
Right now we're getting the fried piper, and we still have the Teletubbies. So it'll be hard to find which one is the clown. But
yes, I imagined that the mod would be turned off, but
maybe I'll get lucky.
I think this is going to take some
RNG.
expert. It's all in the RNG.
Right, he's gonna throw a Molotov in a crowd of zombies. Hopefully we'll get this achievement.
So you've got to appreciate, chat, that this is now a guessing game. Fails just said, you know what? Let's just do it with Teletubbies on. So,
Yeah, not so easy as you see here, as you get smoked.
That's right, yes.
Try that one more time. We're doing this on the finale for Dark Carnival, which is the concert.
Okay, so here we go. Guessing game. Guessing game.
He's gonna throw it yet.
So with each time you see that Molotov thrown, we're looking for that achievement to see whether it pops up at the bottom there. Fails just jumped to his death because unfortunately I don't think that was the one. So we're gonna try that again. If he's going to be essentially making his character die if he's not able to get the clown in that Molotov hit. So this is the RNG guessing game here. So your guess is as good as ours, chat.
Yeah, any of these Teletubbies could be a clown in disguise. Looks like he's not starting the finale like he did last time, so no special infected will spawn.
Here we go. There's the guess. We should say the educated guess, because Fails is a very experienced player. There we go. He got it. Well done, Fails. That was so exciting. Just the guess. The guess. All right. So we that was the fried piper achievement. And I believe, did we see the previous one? Was that strength in numbers that we saw, or do we still have that to come?
No, we just got that. Now we're on to the campaigns where they're going to do some of the remainder of the achievements. It looks
wonderful.
Like Chainsaw Massacre is next in our lineup.
So for that, we have Acids, as we've seen before. Fails, who is helping Acids. Acids, who is helping Fails through that first achievement there that we were getting the strength in numbers one. RS Killer and RD as well. RD is the player who currently has the save file, and that's the one that we'll be looking to get those achievements for. Oh, actually, I tell a lie. I believe it's RS Killer who has that save file. And you can tell that depending on the kind of, they all have that green outline around each player's screen. But the one that has that halo is the player that has the save file that they've been working on throughout the game, throughout the marathon rather.
Yeah, right after these 2 maps, or sorry, 3 maps, they're gonna run the hard 8 mutation on No Mercy. And then if we reach that incentive, we'll get the tank run right after that. So we saw, who was it again? Dude, the rocket man do this. It's gonna be a little slower than that, but we're still gonna see a lot of cool tech.
So I'm not the expert on the tech here. So whenever you see something something that that looks interesting or has some high level of skill behind it, which I'm sure a lot of what we're about to see is, feel free to go into that in more detail. Because I'm just as fascinated as I'm sure a lot of people in chat are who maybe are not as familiar with these types of runs.
And maybe happening. Yeah, they're just holding down the left mouse button and mowing down these Teletubbies.
And as we were mentioning earlier, for Chainsaw Massacre, they have these chainsaws are infinite ammunition. So they will just be making good use of them the entire run.
Yeah, just turning these Teletubbies into manure.
We're turning them into Teletubby custard.
One question, were all the incentives achieved? Not yet, but we're really, really close.
We are actually less than $75 away from the last incentive that we have, which is for the tank run at $4,000. So we are very, very close. Not even 100 away. So when we say that every donation matters, it most certainly does. Even if it's just $1, you're helping a great cause and helping us reach a fantastic incentive. An exclamation mark donate in the chat to get that donation link. Waifu, the generous organizer of this entire event, he's just popped the link in chat there, so if you hit that, it'll take you straight to the donation link for NAMI.
Yeah, he's posting it in the YouTube chat as well. Thank you so much. We're on again level 2 of Coldstream. Again, they have to use melee weapons this entire campaign.
There are 2 achievements during this campaign which we are looking for, Stream Crosser and Confederacy of Crunches. So Stream Crosser is just survive the Coldstream campaign on any difficulty. And then Confederacy of Crunches is finish the campaign using only melee weapons. So that's why you're seeing the chainsaws being used.
Shrek. Another achievement. Tank burger. Speaking of burgers.
Speaking of burgers. Oh gosh.
Apocalypse.
That's definitely been a theme amongst the hosts of this event. I know Saravium and the other host who was on before. They were talking about glazed donuts, and now we're talking about burgers. And I just got back from the States where you guys have the best burgers ever, and now I'm hungry.
Deo Man's diet of bacon.
Deo Man, that's right. Diet of bacon.
Yeah, Tank just got minced meat.
So now, although these achievements are attainable on any difficulty, they are currently playing on expert. So this is not as easy as it looks. all the common infected here, so all the Teletubbies that you're seeing, each they cause 20 damage per hit from the front of the character's body and 10 damage per hit from the back of the character's body. So they're no joke just as they are. Let alone the special infected, the tanks or the Shreks, the smokers, the spitters, the boomers. All of those are going to be causing significant amounts of damage, and they're having to get in right close with the chainsaws. So this has been there we go. I think they're at the end of the map here, but yeah, this is
a huge part of it.
This is certainly certainly not easy.
Jumping on the side of the map to get past that fence. And then I think a few of them multi-worked to the safe room. RD got left behind, sadly. Not using his pistol, because I assume they're telling him not to.
And that's in order for RD to die faster, so his character dies faster, so that they can get through the safe house and the map quicker.
I think if
There
you
we go.
use a pistol while you're on the ground, it counts as a primary.
Oh,
weapon,
of course, it counts as a primary.
or not a melee weapon. Everyone else got through it safely. We're onto the bridge, which we'll see another skip be implemented. Sorry. They're gonna jump off the bridge, and they won't take any damage. They're kind of like you place a puddle in Minecraft, you're not gonna take any damage. They're gonna jump into some water, and that'll cushion their fall.
So earlier on, when we thought that that he got the tank burger, I believe he didn't, because there was a pistol shot in there by accident. But they are going to try that one again in the finale. So that one will be. I mean, we're not ending this until all achievements have been met. So don't worry, we'll get there, and we'll get hungry again as soon as we start talking about burgers again.
This expert mode is dealing some hefty damage to them. They're trying not to chainsaw each other in the back, but they're all going at like such a fast pace. It's hard not to,
Absolutely, because of
hit
course,
one of
as we mentioned earlier, when playing on expert mode, friendly fire is on, and there's a lot of it. So even with melee, because there is so much going on, there's so much close range action. It can be very easy to. It can be so very easy to accidentally hit your teammates. So that's another thing to consider when they're going through these maps.
Looked
like a little axolotl, yeah.
Right here, they're gonna jump into the water.
Oh, look at it, it's like a frog.
Using their chainsaws as floating devices.
So, question, when they jump into water, is there any fall damage?
In this particular spot, no, but they should take a lot of fall damage from that height. That would not go in impact. That would just kill you.
So that's why I'm guessing, of course, the particular spot that they're jumping from also is important for some of these skips and strategies.
They're really skipping the hard part of the level, where they're going as fast as they can through this level. I'd be surprised if they help them out.
Here's a freaking jockey around here. Jockey!
Next map is the finale.
Hey, can somebody wait up? I gotta heal. Here. Oh yeah.
Where have the Teletubbies gone?
Oh,
So if they were using their primary weapons there, I'm sure probably what we would see is when a teammate goes down so close to the safe house, the rest of the teammate, they're not going to wait for them. They're not going to pick them up. They're probably just going to go out there and make quick mincemeat of them themselves, so that they can get through the safe house as fast as possible. Particularly when they have three characters available to get into the safe house. But because they are using the melee, I believe it makes it harder to go out there and do that. So they just leave it for the zombies to do it themselves. Because I don't believe if you have a downed enemy, you can close the safe house door. Is that correct?
You can close it behind them, and you can actually go out and still revive them.
Right.
And if you have more teammates outside the safe room, you can defibrillate them, which is just bringing back the life in case they die.
Right.
And we actually just got 2 new donations if you want to read those, Rafila.
Oh, wow, we sure do. We have $5.10 here from Anonymous. He's anonymous. They're just coming out in droves. Who says, Teletubbies as zombies really gives Left 4 Dead a whole different atmosphere. It certainly does. It certainly does. Thank you very much, Anonymous. And another one from Anonymous, $17.32. Says, nearly there, everyone. Let's go. $4,000 X. Anonymous. My goodness. Thank you very much. We're less than $52. We're $51 and 69 cents away from the $4,000 donation incentive total. So we're just so close, everybody. If everybody donated $1, we will soar through that. Thank you all very much.
Thanks again. Teletubbies are just a bunch of gore and cuteness in this game.
That's right. It's cursed cuteness.
Shrek has been annihilated by these chainsaws. Let's hope they got the achievement this time. It's like they're more focused on the achievement than they are their teammates, so we just saw 2 of them go down.
Let's go, people, let's go!
Now they're just bunny hopping to the helicopter at the top.
Hoppers here! Come on, get on board! Get on the helicopter!
Well, it looks like RS Killer may have just disconnected momentarily, but they're back just as fast as they
We're
left.
gonna make it.
Here we go.
Closing out this campaign using only melee weapons.
Beautiful. And that's it. There it is. So we now have Confederacy of Crunches, which is the achievement for surviving. For finishing a campaign using only melee weapons, and then also Stream Crosser, which is surviving the Cold Stream campaign on any difficulty. But it is worth mentioning that all those runners just did that on expert mode. So so they had the option to go for easy, but they didn't. They went for expert.
Good job to all the runners.
And if you're just joining us here now, my name's Reliever, and I'm here with ZDep. We're your hosts currently for the the Left 4 Dead 2 All Achievement Speedrun for charity. We're currently raising money for NAMI, is our charity of choice, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And it is America's largest grassroots mental health organization dedicated to building better lives for the millions of Americans affected by mental illness. And if you've just joined us and you've got no idea what's going on, what we're doing here is we have a fresh save file which is being passed around from runner to runner, depending on the campaign or the setting. You've seen that the same save file throughout the event so as to achieve all 101 achievements which are available in Left 4 Dead 2, and that's serious business. That is a lot of achievements. I don't believe there has ever been a marathon quite like this before ever. And it's included survival, which we just saw, regular campaign, versus maps, mutations. So yeah, there are a lot of factors to consider. throughout this whole event, and the runners who are doing such a phenomenal job at getting through all of this, who are of course volunteering their time here, as well as us as hosts, as well as the organizers behind the scenes, and particularly as well as Waifu, who's been the primary organizer for the entire event. So thank you to everybody who's been involved in this. And thank you to you, chat. Thank you for being here. Thank you for enjoying the show. And thank you for all of your wonderful donations. And we're getting so close to that $4,000 incentive for the All Tanks run. So make sure you get your donations in. Again, I'm sorry I sound a little nasally and clearing my throat a little bit. I do have COVID, but I wanted to come out here because NAMI is such a phenomenal charity, which I myself identify with. I have a soft spot in my heart for these particular types of charity events, and also for the Left 4 Dead community, who's been phenomenal. And for Waifu as well, who's put on such a great event for everybody.
Yeah, give it up to Waifu, everyone behind the scenes, Oten, just keeping the stream alive for so long. It's like 14 hours into the run.
And if you don't know,
it's a world record already, so.
Yeah, exactly. And if you don't know, make sure to hit !donate, type that in the chat. That's going to bring up the donation link right there. We have $50 left, pretty much just $50 left in order to hit that incentive total. So we're just so close. We're so close. Currently, the runners are on the Sacrifice, where we have 4 achievements which they're looking to grab throughout this one. The Barrel Rolled achievement, which is kill a special infected with an exploding barrel. Chaos Generator, which is to have all 3 generators running at once in the Sacrifice finale, so we'll see that at the end. Kill Bill, which is have Bill sacrifice himself for the team. Supreme Sacrifice, which is complete the sacrifice. So those are the ones that we're looking for at the moment. We're going to be seeing the finale is going to be skipped with boosts and multi-warps. We'll be seeing some skipping for the train car tank with multi-warps. So we'll do the chaos. You'll see them do the chaos generator achievement after skipping the first part of the finale, which is starting the generators. So there's a lot to keep your eye out for during this.
Watch where you're...
And I believe they're also doing this one on Expert. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think all of these they'll be doing on Expert.
And none of them have taken any damage, so I'm not sure. It's like 85 from the fire. And right now they're doing some more warps out of bounds. Skipping the train car entirely. So you would normally play this map, go to a train car, the train car is blocked, you gotta open it, and then surprise, a tank's inside. So you and your
surprise
team
tank! So explain to me as a newbie who knows nothing about the actual skips. I know the names of them, and I hear people say, "Whoa, we're gonna warp here, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that." But explain to me what the actual warp is and how they make those happen. For anybody who might not know in chat, including me.
That would be a good question for a runner. I am not
okay.
currently a runner Left 4 Dead 2. I do know that there is a precise way of doing these warps, so you have to look at a certain point of the map.
Hold your fire.
Oh, nice jump, nice boost. Boosting with the Molotov. We'll see who gets to the safe room first.
We gotta pull ourselves together.
And now they're gonna down themselves, I think. But the idle warp, one character goes idle, one after that, another after that, and they'll all get teleported to the nearest plate.
Oh wow, okay, I see. So once there are 3 players who are in idle mode in that pattern 1, 2, and 3, then they all get warped to the same spot.
Yeah, I think at different times. Sometimes multi-warping. We'll just get them all. Oh. Did they make it? No, they had to restart.
Oh, something must have happened.
Yeah. One of them got pounced.
Holy shit.
One of them got
think-
pounced.
Kind of head-on collision with a boat.
He wasn't ready.
Man,
He wasn't in the
I
safe
wish I
room
could
yet.
have seen that.
Oh no. Well, we'll see
Perhaps-
the.
Oh, I see what happened. Okay, so I think they were attempting warp, and then right at the safe room door, they disconnected and then died and then lagged out. So I think that's what happened there. So it's good we mentioned the warping there so that we have a bit more of an idea of what exactly happened. It was just unfortunate timing. So they're gonna attempt that one there again.
Yeah, and right here they're gonna jump to the left, and that helps the pathing of the infected for some weird reason. And those little pillars.
In the meantime, while they're setting back up for this, we have a brand new donation which has just come through from Captain Clown with $5.10, who says, mental health is more important now than ever. Love to see some sick Left 4 Dead runs with an even sicker, literally, host. Less than 3. Captain Clown is a mod for me. Captain Clown, thank you very much. Listen, I'm getting better. But I did a marathon stream myself not long ago, so I think I probably pushed myself a little too fast with recovering from COVID. So, thank you very much, Captain Clown. Thank you for that $5.10 donation. That brings us even closer. We're now less than $50 away from the $4,000 incentive bonus round for the all tanks. Oh gosh, excuse me. For the tank run, which is the mutation where all the special infected are tanks. We can have up to 6 tanks on the map, and all the tanks are Shrek. The finale group will be running this on the modded map, and it's going to be chaos. So make sure to get your donations in. Exclamation mark donate in the chat for that link. And thank you all very much for your donations.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, everybody, remember, we're looking for a sailboat. I aim to get to the Keys, and I ain't stopping for gas.
There's a boat.
Sailboat, Francis.
So while I was busy just yarning my head off just now, did we just get another achievement that I missed? Okay, because I see we now have have we just oh, there we go. Okay, so I see what happened. So we had I believe it was RS Killer lagged out. They're back in the map now. We're back on track.
This gives you guys more time to hit that incentive. Still got 2 more campaigns. We're gonna see the hard 8 mutation. So don't hesitate, and let's get that incentive.
What is?
So I believe we can see now that Acids is an idol. So this may be another warp that. Yep, there we go. I think that was just another warp that we saw just now.
I'm with you.
Now, they were debating on whether or not these warps were actually the fastest way of doing the campaign. I'm sure they're asking themselves that. But another good warp. Let's see them get through this level.
So again, we have four achievements, which the runners are currently trying to attain on the sacrifice. So there's barrel rolled, which is to kill the special infected with an exploding barrel. Chaos generator, which is to have all 3 generators running at once during the finale of the sacrifice. Kill Bill, which is to have Bill sacrifice himself for the team. And the supreme sacrifice, which is to complete the sacrifice. And they are running this on expert. Oh, and I'm sorry, I was just informed by Waifu. We actually got barrel rolled during versus. So that's one we can already cross off the list. And also, I lied to everybody. We're doing this one on easy. Take that back. This is the newbie. This is the newbie speaking here. So take everything I say with a grain of salt, okay, chat? But what you don't have to take with a grain of salt is we have $50, less than $50, until we reach that $4,000 donation incentive, and we're getting ever so close. Exclamation mark donate in the chat to hit that link to find where you can donate.
And one of these final maps has to be done on expert realism mode. It's Left 4 Dead 2 with 100% more. Pretty easy. Looks like we're moving along this level at a regular pace.
So I think what was happening earlier is RS Killer was having some issues with his connection there. So when we saw him, when we saw their screen dip out for a little while, they went out of the game, lowered their quality, and they've rejoined now. And I think it looks like it's running pretty well now. So you may see some lowered quality from RS Killer's screen, but the trade-off is a better connection. So I'm from Australia, so I know all about awkward internet connections.
Yeah, having to connect to servers across the nation.
That's right.
worry,
Yeah.
I'm
I think they're probably just glad that they're not trying to run this with me, because I mean, with I think 40 megabits per second upload and like a 5 megabit per second download, no one wants to play games with me.
Yeah. Ping must be terrible.
Terrible. Terrible.
Like, it's not me, it's the game, I swear.
I am the scapegoat. If anything goes wrong, it's just, oh, Relieve had a bad connection.
Just turn it off and on, that fixes everything.
Yeah, right? Turn all of Australia's internet off and on, and then it'll fix it for all of us.
Is Australia known to have bad internet connections?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Lots of
Oh, yes.
lots of wallabies.
It's all those drop bears just messing with the wires.
Vegemite.
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 You know when I was in the US earlier this year, TSA confiscated my Vegemite, and I was so
No.
upset. I was so upset, and I was like, you cannot confiscate on Australians Vegemite. It was factory sealed. Damn it. I was so mad.
What else could have been in there?
I know.
Vegemite.
It's labeled Vegemite.
It's a delicacy, you don't understand.
Yeah, I know. I'm sitting there flipping tables, and they're like, ma'am, you have to leave. And I'm like, give me back my Vegemite.
I'm boycotting the airline.
Yeah. Boycotting TSA. You can't do that. Yes, I can. Give me my Vegemite back.
They don't sell it in the US.
Well, they do actually. There are some very specific places that sell them, but it's so expensive. It's an actual delicacy over there.
I'll have to try it someday.
Just don't. There's a specific way to eat it. Just make sure you get the advice of an Australian before you do, because otherwise you'll try it and you'll say, how on earth can anybody eat this?
If it doesn't go on pizza, I won't eat it.
It won't go on pizza.
We're almost out of here.
Well, I mean, listen, anything can go on pizza if you're brave enough. Here we go talking about food again.
Bananas. Pineapples. Vegemite? Question mark?
Vegemite question mark? Butter it up, bit of Vegemite.
Right,
You know
right
what?
now
I'm willing
they're-
to try anything once.
They've pretty much started the last part of the finale before they actually started the finale. So they're gonna hook up these generators,
Gotta start
and
this
the finale
generator.
will end, and Bill will sacrifice himself.
Oh no,
Right, Jonas,
that Teletubby right at the end there running in.
That's
Oh gosh, there they are.
the thing that killed Bill. Okay, now there goes Teletubby,
Beautiful.
and Bill is dead. Let's get that achievement pop.
There we go. Kill Bill. Supreme Sacrifice. Chaos Generator. Beautiful.
Yes.
And of course we got oh, Shotgun Wedding as well. Oh,
A little rough start to that one, but they got it done. That one had so many achievements, it's like hard to keep track of, but good on us. We're informed.
Beautiful. And I believe Shotgun Wedding was one that they were initially intending to get during the passing, but they got that during the sacrifice. And another one, the barrel roll, they were expecting to get during the sacrifice, but they actually got that in verses earlier. So the next one during the passing, they don't have to worry about Shotgun Wedding, which is great.
You want to let the bridge down for us?
Generators out on the other side.
Oh, I take that back. Unfortunately, Shotgun Wedding was a misclick. They will be going for that now. That wasn't my fault that time.
Ellis, I really think the car will be okay.
Got another donation, $5.10 from Anonymous, who says, "Smile."
Wow.
And I am smiling from that donation. What would make me even happier is if we reach this tank run
Let's go through here.
incentive. Thank you, Anonymous, again for donating.
Yeah, Smile is in the chat.
This is one of my favorite campaigns. I don't know why. It just has so much cool stuff in it. They're looking for these lockers that they have to open up, and they're full of goodies. So they could have pretty much anything that you really need, like a Molotov, adrenaline, pills. It'll be something different every time.
The contents of the locker, so the contents of the locker are RNG, but it's always something fun, correct?
Yeah, it's always something. There's like, I don't even know how many things stocked in there, but it's pretty much like an unlimited amount of items that you can just use over and over again. So they're gonna need to find 5 of these throughout the campaign. It's like a player's gone down.
I can't lower the bridge. You gotta get around to
We
the
are
other side.
restart.
What we gotta do, that's what we gotta do.
So while they restart, this is the passing. So the 5 achievements that they'll be looking for during this one are that one that they are still going to be going for, which is Shotgun Wedding, which is to kill the witch bride with a single shotgun blast on expert difficulty. We were talking about that earlier with the crowning of the witch, which is something that I loved doing back in the day. So similar to that. The cache grab, which is to open 5 foot lockers. Kite like a man, which is to kill a tank only with damage from the original survivors. Killing them swiftly to this song, which is to play the new Midnight Riders song on a jukebox. And Torchbearer, which is to survive the passing campaign. So there's one of those on each campaign. Like the previous one, the sacrifice, which is just to complete the sacrifice. That's that final one there. So those are the 5 that they'll be looking for during this.
Yeah, looks like Fails grab the shotgun. So he'll be the one going over to the witch right now.
And I believe Waifu's let me know that we are going to be expecting to see a lot of restarts in here, and that's on purpose to grab the cache grab and the grave robber as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cache grab and grave robber. Here comes the witch achievement. Oh. Looks like did you miss? Something happened. Did not get the achievement, and the witch just...
She just ran.
Yeah.
She just ran.
Her groom wasn't at the wedding, so she's been sobbing the whole day.
Do we,
She's very
need to
unhappy.
know some sort of a password or something?
No.
Well, at least we have to restart this for a reason, but
Yep.
we still need these achievements.
Okay, well, I guess we'll take it.
Through the store.
So while we're waiting here, guys, and while the runners are making their way through this, I want to take this opportunity to again talk about the charity which we are raising money for, which is NAMI. It's the National Alliance on Mental Illness. which is America's largest grassroots mental health organization dedicated to building better lives for the millions of Americans affected by mental illness. NAMI helps by educating, advocating, supporting, listening, and leading in public awareness, support, and care regarding mental health. And they rely on support from people like us to fund these endeavors. So all of those donations that you guys have been seeing and hearing come through, they're all going towards a wonderful cause being NAMI. And it also, the money helps to fund specific things like support lines, groups, and the spread of information for dealing with mental health issues. I personally feel a lot of support towards this charity. And I appreciate seeing all of the donations come through. They're very heartwarming, very wholesome, and thank you very much for all of those donations. Exclamation mark donate in the chat to find the donation link. And we have just under $42 left until we reach that donation incentive for $4,000 for the tank run. We're so close. We're so close. The tank run, if you missed it, it's the mutation where all of the special infected are tanks, and there can be up to 6 tanks on a map at once. We also have the Shrek mod on, so we're going to have just a phenomenal amount of Shreks running around, causing chaos, causing carnage for these speedrunners here. But they're all professionals, they're all experts, so don't worry, they'll be able to deal with them.
It'll be the 2 of 6 mutations that we need to grab for the Mutant Overlord achievement, which is complete 6 mutations. So it'll help, not only will it help fund this marathon, or this charity, will also be helping get all these achievements done.
That's right, absolutely. And we're on those late night hours. I mean, oh, hang on. We've got the, there it is. I think they did it. They crowned the witch. Beautiful. So that's that shotgun wedding achievement that they should be able to get now. I think we'll see it popping up on the screen. There you go. Perfect. Shotgun wedding. Nice work. It's late night hours in the States. It's afternoon here in Australia. But we've got a fantastic crowd here watching on Twitch and watching through YouTube. Thank you very much for all of you showing up and enjoying the run. Let's get more of those donations through so we can reach that incentive for a great cause.
If you don't have any money to donate, you can always like the video on YouTube, subscribe to Waifu, or just give them a follow.
Absolutely.
And they just got the grave robber achievement.
Hey, there we go. Perfect. So that's 2 of 5 now that they've already attained from this particular campaign.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that takes a lot of stress off the runners. Just being able to get through the campaign as fast as they can now. Still looking for those cache lockers. There's one right here. As you saw on Wales in the top right. We didn't get to see what was in there, but he opened it, and that's all that counts.
A reminder, chat, something fun for you. Valve is helping support this event, and specifically for this weekend. If you go onto Steam, Left 4 Dead 2 is only $2. $2, that's it. So if you've ever wanted to play this game, if you've ever wanted to get into it, there's like over 45,000 people playing it right now because of this weekend, all of the hype surrounding it, the incentivized playthrough, and of course because of the special price that it is at right now on Steam. There's a whole lot of fun to be had for this game, so make sure you grab that as well. And if you don't want the game, you can donate your $2 to charity.
Yeah, no better time to get into Left 4 Dead 2. You could do your own marathon while you see how many achievements you can grab.
That's right. And if you've ever been wondering how to attain some of these achievements, then I mean, this is your perfect reference point. Because you're seeing all 101 of them. All right, so the final 3 achievements that they have to attain on the passing is that cache grab or cache gram, kite like a man. No, we got kite like a man, did we not? We got shotgun wedding. We still have torchbearer, cache grab, and the jukebox one, I believe. So Z-Deb's going to be right back. Unfortunately, Z-Deb's computer just crashed. So in the meantime, guys, have a look at the top of your screen. Have a look at that donation total because we just had a $51 donation come through from an Eternal Enigma again, who says 4K hype. And we got there. I know Z-Deb's doing his thing. He's got to restart his computer, but I know he's stoked as well. Can we get some Pog champs in the chat, guys? We just finally reached the last incentive of the event, which is the tank run at $4,000. We are going to 100% see the mutation. All special infected our tank. We can have up to 6 tanks on the map at once. It's going to be mayhem. Thank you all so much for all of your support throughout this event. We now have a total of $4,009.51. Thank you very much. Thank you. My gosh, you guys have done so well.
I think that donation crashed my entire computer.
It must have crashed your computer, right? Mike, I've got to say, we're speedrunning Left 4 Dead 2 all achievements, but I think you just sped-run or speed-runned resetting your computer. That was fast.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. But I'm back.
Well, thank you all so much. All of that is going to a phenomenal cause, raising awareness and support and and services for people suffering from mental health and their families. So thank you all so much for all of your help throughout this amazing event. So much fun to be had. It's just been great. So as we were saying before, we are going to be seeing a lot of resets throughout this this campaign. Those are intentional, and to get some of those extra cache grabs and grave robber as well. So when you see that, don't be too alarmed. These runners are very experienced, and although some things happen sometimes, I believe a lot of these resets are intended.
Yes. And this is the hardest part.
So explain to me what's going on in this section.
They're pretty much racing to the end of this tunnel just to reach the safe room, and looks like they'll try to warp over to Fails once he reaches the safe room.
Right,
So
okay.
He had the adrenaline so he could run through the water really fast, and there's another tank. Let's see.
Here we go, idle.
Yeah.
And there we go, acids is in. Yep,
On
there we
the
go,
fanatic.
they did it! Wonderful skip.
Over the hills and far away, Teletubbies come to play.
Man, nice ride.
If you are just joining us here, guys, we are on the final stretch of the marathon. We've been running it for nearly 15 and a half hours. So this has been a huge effort from everybody involved. What you're seeing is an all achievements speed run. So not just one runner has been helping out with this. We've had, I believe it's over a dozen runners have been helping us get all of these 101 achievements that are attainable in Left 4 Dead 2 in the entire game. So that it's not just campaigns. We're looking at the survival maps, which we saw just before, the regular campaigns, the versus maps, and the mutations. So there's been a lot to see here and a lot to factor in, and these runners have just been doing a spectacular job here. Now I don't know why, but I have seen this before. But they're throwing all of the gas tanks that they can find over here. For what purpose do they need so many?
They need 16, and you can see at the top that counter is going up as they collect them and put them into this generator. That'll start the final part of the finale. And right now they're actually getting an achievement for finding the Midnight Rider song on the jukebox. So
Here we go.
yeah, they got 8 out of 16, 9 out of 16. This is on good pace. Once they get a certain amount, the tank will spawn, and they cannot shoot the tank.
So some of these achievements you're going to be seeing fails is going to be the primary person attaining them, because fails is the person who currently holds that save file, which is the brand new save file, the fresh vanilla save file that we've been using and passing around through runners for the duration of this event. So of course some of those solo achievements, there we go, we got killing them killing them swiftly to this song achievement. So some of them which are solo achievements that you have to do, you'll be seeing fails do that. So before we saw the crowning the witch one, or the shotgun wedding, you would have seen fails get that one as well. But some of those which you can achieve as a group, so for example the overarching achievement of Torchbearer, which is just to survive the passing campaign, those are of course more team effort ones.
Yeah, a lot of those will carry over, except if you die in the finale. I'm not sure if you get the achievement.
Everyone to the car!
Tossing one vial, and they just gotta run to Jimmy Gibbs' stock car at the end of the bridge.
Look at that! Look at just the wake of Teletubbies everywhere.
Thanks, you three!
Get to the car. I hate goodbye.
I'm sure we've got all the achievements for this one.
Beautiful. Though we've got Torchbearers there. So I think that should be it. That should be all 5 now. Well done, runners. So that's now the completion of the campaign for the passing. We'll be going on to the last stand. Oh, I take it back. Here we go. Noob's telling a lie again. We've got to run back to get Kite Like a Man. That's the only one that they missed. So Kite Like a Man is to kill a tank with only damage from the original survivors. So that's the next achievement that you'll be seeing coming up. That's why I said from the start, take everything I say with a grain of salt. I'm not the expert, but I am trying.
These tank achievements, they're not easy to get first try, as you can see.
Far away. Teletubbies come to play.
Nice ride. That really Jimmy Gibbs car?
We have hit that final incentive, which is just awesome to see from everybody. Thank you all so much. However, we are still raising money for this phenomenal charity. Make sure to continue getting those donations in to support a great cause and to support a great event. ! Donate in the chat to find that donation link. You can donate there. Any amount is always helpful. Anywhere, $1, $2, $5, $500 if you're feeling that. If you're feeling so inclined and you have the ability to do so, thank you all very much. And your support is greatly appreciated and is going towards a good cause. Thank you all so much.
Hey, got a can.
Scavenging throughout the map to get these gas cans. That'll complete the campaign once more and spawn the tank faster. Or the Shrek tank. I'm not used to
The Shrek
saying
tank,
Shrek
that's
so
right.
much.
It makes the tank much more palatable. It's not as scary seeing a Shrek run directly at you, as opposed to the tanks.
Yeah, this mod has its own audio files. It plays a song that you might be familiar with, but we cannot play that song due to DMCA.
Gosh darn DMCA. Gets you every time.
And with the Jenny, these gas cans.
I got it.
And there's a minigun up top on the balcony that'll kill the tank.
Oh, there he is. There's our tank.
Hope you're not tired of seeing him.
What are you doing in my swamp? There we go. And there's Kite Like a Man. Well done. Someone in the chat says, All Star is playing. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
This is the run. This is the last campaign that they added to Left 4 Dead 2, The Last Stand. And it was actually helped by some of these runners. They contributed to this campaign being made in this last update.
So, this is going to be Expert Realism Last Stand. Now, could you explain a little bit about Expert Realism? Because that's a phrase that I'm unfamiliar with.
Come on.
Yeah, realism.
Let's move.
It's not really part of the main game. Like, you don't need to play realism, but you need it to get this achievement. And you can't see the outline of your teammates, so it makes it hard finding them if they're in trouble. And it actually makes killing the common infected a little harder.
Right, gotcha. Despite them being so colorful.
Yeah.
Now, I believe this is an area that, or a map where we'll be seeing some more of that bunny hopping, because as you can see, there's a lot of water on the ground here, and water in Left 4 Dead 2 is going to inherently slow down your character. Of course, it doesn't slow down common enemies or special infected, but it will slow down you, so that bunny hopping is going to help assist with the players navigating through here at a faster pace to be able to pick up some more momentum.
Yeah. All the enemies in the game, they don't really slow down in the water, but sometimes you slow down in the water if you don't hit the B-hops right.
Yeah. And those B-hops, they're not easy to hit. I mean, listen, for a player like me or for a casual player, not easy to hit. You've got to hit, they're playing in 30 frames per second. They have to hit that exact frame that their character hits the ground in order to maintain that that forward momentum with the bunny hops, in order to gain a faster pace and in order to navigate these waters a lot faster. But for this one, we're playing The Last Stand. There are 5 achievements that the players are looking to achieve. We've got Household Names, which is to discover the hidden room in the Last Stand campaign. The Last Dash, which is to complete the Last Stand campaign in 13 minutes or less without any survivors dying. Now, lucky these are all speedrunners, so hopefully that's a freebie. Also, Still Standing, which is to survive the Last Stand campaign on any difficulty. The Real Deal, which is survive a campaign on expert skill with the realism mode enabled. So that's what we were just talking about then, that realism. And The Last Frontier, which is to survive the Last Stand campaign on expert realism. So again, adding to that realism mode that we were just discussing.
Right now they're unlocking the Easter egg. Right there.
There we go, household names.
Some of the people that helped are their names are all over the wall. Someone like Jays, who was one of the runners today. He helped out.
And I also think Fails as well.
Yeah.
Who's on the household names, who is running as well right now on the top right.
Yeah, it must be crazy to see your name in such a beloved game.
Imagine, I know, right? So I think as testers of the games is how they were able to get their names in there. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Right.
You're fine.
So that shows how long some of these players have been playing this game for. It's I guess it's quite an old game now, but it's beloved. And listen, there's 45,000 people playing this game right now, as a collaborative effort from this event that's currently going on, and also the $2 incentive. It's $2 right now on Steam for you to get this game. Valve has put that out there in light of this event, so there's a lot of love still going on for this game, as you can see from the crowd who's come out and everything else. Now, I need to say something.
You see
right
what
now.
I'm saying?
I'm seeing what you're seeing. Anonymous again. These anonymous.
Yeah, who did it?
Who did it? There is a $1,020 donation which just came through from Anonymous. Can we get some hype in the chat? My goodness gracious. The message that's read with this is, I was disappointed I missed Waifu's Left 4 Dead co-op run at GDQ, so I'm glad that I'm sorry, it's a lot of money. So I'm glad I can down give the donation intended for that run to a cause that he supports. Anonymous, my goodness.
You're
Thank you for the $1,020. Can we get all of the hype in chat? That is, we now have $5,029.51 as the goal total right now. That is just outrageous. Just as we hit the 15-hour mark of this run, we hit $5,000, and it's just heartwarming to see. That's crazy.
You guys have really exceeded all our expectations with all these donations. It's crazy that we even reached 5,000. Like, that wasn't the goal. I mean, it was the goal, but there's no more incentives. You guys achieved them all.
You killed it, chat. You killed it. And these anonymouses. Who are these anonymouses? Who are you? Out yourself right now. My gosh, but thank you all so much. This is mind-blowing, the amount of money we've been able to raise here. I'm so glad to have been a part of it, myself and ZDep, and all the other hosts, all of the runners, the organizers, Waifu, of course, everybody in chat, everybody who's donated. I hope you've enjoyed your time here. We've only got 6 achievements left, so let's get some hype going in chat. Let's get some more donations in. Exclamation mark donate in the chat to get that link up, and let's enjoy the rest of this run.
Yeah, I'm excited. Another huge donation. What a legend.
God, a legend.
Anonymous.
I know, right? I know. The real selfless people. Just the anonymouses. But in saying that, and I've been saying it from the start, and I'll say it again, whether it's $1 or whether it's $1,000, all of these donations are going to a very good cause. Our charity of choice is NAMI. NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And mental illness is something that's near and dear to my heart. And I know a lot of people who have been involved in this event, and a lot of people who are in chat. NAMI is the nation's largest grassroots mental health organization dedicated to building better lives for the millions of Americans affected by mental illness. And they help by educating, advocating, supporting, listening, and leading in public awareness. And that money goes directly to help support things like support lines, groups, and the spread of information for dealing with mental health issues. So fear not, these donations are going to a very good cause, and thank you all so much.
Thanks, man.
It's crazy, you guys. So we are not gonna hit that achievement for beating the campaign in 13 minutes.
Come on, man, cover me.
I think I must have jinxed that one. But we're not going to get it now. It doesn't mean that we're not going to get it. This is an all achievement speed run.
Yeah, it would be a grand achievement. You know,
That's right.
If they could, in expert realism, but still got the hype going for them. Still got the donations coming in.
That's it. You can see that donation tracker going up and up and up at the top of the screen. We just had another donation coming in from Damie. Oh, goodness gracious. Listen, my apologies. COVID. Jamie. Dietrich? Dietrich? Oh, goodness. You've just got to bear with me. It's $5.10. Who says, love the event. Hoping to see the amazing Simplex Survival be played also. Also glad to be a part of the Left 4 Dead community and Left 4 Dead dev team, especially with somebody who struggles with mental health themselves. And that's from Siberian Husky. Thank you so much. It's much appreciated. Thank you for the $5.10. We now have a total of $5,034.61 as the donation total, and we have hit all incentives. You guys have smashed it out of the park. Thank you very much, and thank you very much, Jamie, for your donation as well.
All right, let's hope they can get through this finale quickly. They do have to find some gas cans in this finale as well. Just like you saw in the passing. This one has a generator. It'll light the top of the lighthouse, which will call on the boat for some for their escape. Right now he's gonna throw the boomer bile off the map, and that'll just stop the common infected in their place. They won't even look at him. I'm just gonna hide in this room. Free from everybody, all the infected.
Got a little fireplace in there as well, just to warm up their bones.
They got health in there. There's some ammo
They've got
outside.
everything. I should just stay in there.
There's lots of debates on either stay in the house where it's cool and comfy, or stay on top of the lighthouse where you have a big advantage of all the zombies coming your way. You can stand on the ladder, which will just halt all zombies from coming up. Right now they're just gonna bunker down, and one's gonna cover the window, one's gonna cover the door.
Bit of a survival fashion here.
Yeah. Now they gotta wait for the horde, and then they can go collect the gas cans.
I love how the skin for the Teletubbies, when they get a headshot, that it just half the head just disappears straight away.
It's so detailed too.
I know.
It's like a bowl of spaghetti inside of every Teletubby.
They're so adorable.
And you're gonna see that happen because in expert mode, headshots do matter. Or in realism mode, sorry.
But I see what you mean. It certainly makes it harder for the players here to see where their campaign survivors are, because they've lost that haloed outline when looking around the map to see where they are. So it adds a lot of elements of difficulty to these playthroughs, particularly on expert, and then the added realism is a feat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you really got to coordinate with your team, use comms, and just plan out your attack. You can see how much damage expert mode is, and one of those tank swipes can just knock your character down in one fell swoop. It's like the jockey slowed down. Killer on the bottom, while the rest continued to grab the gas cans. And they can use their adrenaline to get the cans in a little bit faster. So they're gonna collect all of them and then do a bunch of them at once. Luckily, the gas cans have highlights around them.
Yeah, that's at least they do as well. Yeah.
Please put us in the generator.
Got it.
They're always gonna spawn the same spots. But if you shoot one, they're all gonna explode.
I need some help over here.
I gotcha. This isn't it. All right, Tiger, up and at 'em. Nobody's leaving anyone behind. You're gonna be fine, but we gotta keep moving. Healing, cover me.
Remembering that the runners are currently, they're playing this on expert, so friendly fire is on, making a room full of explosives. Enemies who, survivors who would also have the ability to take friendly fire. You can imagine how careful they're being in that particular small room to ensure that their shots are accurate and going at enemies rather than at teammates or at anything that may explode and completely, first of all, kill players or down players, and also then they'd have to go and collect an entire new batch of gasoline tanks in order to do that generator there.
Yeah, they would have to wait for it to respawn. And one tank is coming after them. Once they kill these tanks, they can make their way down to the coast where the boat will be. And then they can escape the last stand, earning that achievement. It'll be the last one of the campaign achievements, but we still gotta complete it in under 13 minutes.
That's right. And after we have finished this, the last stand, and we will go back to do the last dash, which is the 13 minutes or less achievement. We will be going on to the miscellaneous achievements. So that includes the Mutant Overlord and that Z Genocidist, which is to kill the 53,599 infected. Every campaign, every achievement that we've done up to now, all of those deaths for those zombies have been adding to this already. But I believe we're hang on. Let me look at where we're at for the where we're at on the achievements list for. Okay, so we're at 9,537 infected that have been killed so far, and that's out of 53,599. So you're going to see some tech and some strategies that they have in place in order to mow down and kill as many zombies as they can in order to achieve that last achievement, or one of the last achievements there. Yeah. And also, we still have yet to see the the hit incentive run for the tanks, which is the tank run. So we will see all of the special infecteds as tanks, which means that we can have up to 6 tanks. Yeah.
We all push for that incentive. Thank you, everyone, for making that possible.
Absolutely. So we're really going to leave no stone unturned. We're going to see everything. Everything.
No stone. Is that a pun?
That might have been a tank pun.
There's 2
tanks. No boulder unturned. As we see Shrek lifting up more stones now.
Is that Shrek's normal size? Can we get some facts on how tall Shrek is?
Yeah, we need some Shrek facts in the chat. I want to know all about Shrek, because I mean we're gonna see a lot more of Shrek. So I think we need to know all about the enemy we're about to come up against.
I think he's been buffed up a little bit.
Maybe slightly.
Alright, the lighthouse has been lit. We're on our way to the boat.
All right, we have some not donations to read out, but we have some Shrek facts to read out. Fun fact: Shrek doesn't like people in his swamp. Did you know that, Z-Dub?
I watched the Shreks, and I did know that one. That's pretty much like the plot of Shrek, right? Someone's in a swamp. He gets out of the swamp.
Yeah.
He goes on an adventure.
Yeah. He goes on an adventure. There we go. There's the Last Frontier achievement. The real deal achievement. The Last Dash achievement. They got it. 13 minutes or less. Beautiful.
I don't believe it.
And still standing.
Right.
Okay, so I think that's it.
I think they got 3. 3 in 1? Pretty sure. No, they got them all. What?
Yeah, they got all of them because they got household names. That was a stellar performance from these speedrunners here. Big GG's claps in the chat. That is all achievements for the campaigns here. And now we just have the miscellaneous achievements left to go. We're really pushing through here, guys. Stellar performance. Well done. I think we have, can we get confirmation? I think we have, hold on. I'm just seeing where we're at. Okay, so we're going to do the incentives here. And then we're going to go on to get the last few achievements.
Correct. Yeah, this one will be on expert mode, no mercy. We're going to be playing hard 8, which is double the infected, special infected.
And this is the one that you were particularly looking forward to, Z-Deb.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a mess on the screen. I don't know how many hunters can spawn, but they can just wipe out a whole team if they get the right pulls and pounces.
So this was the incentive for the $3,000 incentive, which we have well and truly destroyed. The mutation where there are twice as many special infected and they spawn twice as fast. So there's a lot, and they're arriving very quickly too. And this is, of course, as you see, being played on No Mercy and on Expert. So I hope you all enjoy. I'm certainly going to. This is already looking like carnage. It's just zombies everywhere.
There's no escaping from this. Like, there's no downtime. It's just go, go, go.
It certainly is go, go, go.
Man, I knew we were gonna make it.
And this first map should be the easiest,
Cover me.
as it takes a while for the infected to spawn.
Beautiful. They made it. Well, they certainly made easy work of that. So I assume that's kind of just they just rush through them all as quickly as possible to get here. So that's traversing the map quite fast. But I'm assuming it gets a little more complicated, ZDep.
Yeah, especially towards the finale. You're just gonna see so many infected at once. They'll just be flying across the screen. They just make it through
Off your flashlight, quiet.
as fast as they can until the infected spawn. That's pretty much the plan.
If you are just joining us, guys, we are doing all 101 achievements that are attainable in Left 4 Dead 2. We are at the very tail end of it. Right now, the stream has been up for nearly 16 hours. The run has been going for 15 hours, 21 minutes. So these runners have just been doing their absolute best and putting in a lot of hard work in order to get all of these achievements done. What you're seeing here is in the top right-hand corner, Fails is currently the holder of the save file, which we started at the beginning of the event. It's a brand new vanilla save file, and different runners they've been passing it around through different runners, and of course, as a collective effort, because it is a team game, they've been slowly going through. Actually, no, not slowly going through. They've been very quickly smashing through all of these achievements, and we are on the very last few. Right now, we're demonstrating one of the incentives that was for the $3,000 incentive, and after we've been through a few of these, we're then going to move on the final, I believe, the final 3 achievements left of the entire game. So you've come in at a very critical and a very fun time of the event. The crescendo of it, if you will, and I hope you're all enjoying it. If you haven't already, and if you have already and would like to do some more, ! Donate in the chat. That'll get you the link for the charity, the donation link to donate for charity. And we've already donated and raised $5,034.61. And it's just been wonderful to see this entire event, be able to be pulled off, which is unlike any Left 4 Dead event that's ever been held. So I hope you're enjoying, and thank you again.
That's insane. The time and dedication it takes to getting these achievements is like insane.
Here. Thanks. I owe ya.
I think there's a page on Steam that's like the average amount it takes to get 100%, which not even like half of the Steam user base has.
And that just says a lot about the scope of how difficult it is to get all of these achievements. I can't imagine doing it. My older sister, she's a huge fan of the series. She probably could, but I'm not quite there on the skill level.
I don't know what happened there, but Fails, he was the only one to make it to the safe room.
I need some help.
Everyone else just got caught in the storm of zombies.
Another interesting thing to mention, which I was just informed by Waifu actually, is that to add to the complexity and the challenge of this, oh gosh, look at, you could just see a Shrek arm and Teletubby heads through the door. To add to the complexity of the Hard 8 run, the runners are attempting to do this with only tier 1 guns. And the reason is, well, because they're gamers. It wasn't part of the incentive, but you guys have gotten it.
love the pump shotgun.
That's right. They love the grind. They love the grind.
That was unironically my favorite weapon in this Left 4 Dead 2.
I mean, you can't go past the shotgun. Shotgun's the best. It's the best.
It doesn't seem fair.
Weapons here.
Just gets rid of anything, pretty much.
Yeah, it does. I mean, what else can you kill the witch with one shot with?
Not a grenade launcher.
Definitely not a grenade launcher.
That'll just piss her off more.
So how many maps are there on this campaign for what we're seeing right now?
There's 5. Usually there's 5. I think Store's campaign has 3. But yeah, this is one of the Left 4 Dead 1 maps, and it's got a total of 5. 1 finale, and it'll end on top of a hospital. Right now, they're gonna make their way into the sewer until the Shrek tank just comes out of nowhere.
Here, let me help you up.
Right, looks like they're cornered. One guy goes down, he gets revived, another one goes down. That's just the expert mode.
But I mean,
Things.
I mean, it's expert mode, but they're navigating this expertly. They've got a really good rhythm. One member goes down, and it really seems like you only ever see one down at a time. Fingers crossed. I don't want to jinx myself, but they're really managing their health well, and their items.
Yeah.
It's
Once one goes down, they're pretty much just taking it for the team,
that's right. Yeah.
and the rest are just rushing to the safer now. Now they all made it to the hospital. So they just got to get to the top.
Wonderful. There we
Use
go.
an elevator, and they'll be at the finale in one more map.
You've
An
got to
elevator is,
appreciate the skill level they have mowed through these maps, considering the level of difficulty that they have thrown at them right now. They're killing it.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Okay, maybe pun intended. Maybe pun intended.
They're acting like this is easy mode, and they're just casually speed running.
Yeah.
They're like double the infected. That just means double the fun, right?
Double the infected, double the spawn rate. They're only using tier 1 guns. And I mean, look at that Shrek. Look at him.
As the Shrek, the hospital
I'm half your size. Come on, get
clerk.
up.
He is, yeah.
He's standing behind the desk. Going, like, assume he works there. He's not in the scrubs though.
Weapons over here.
Got it.
It's like, this is casual Friday.
Yeah, somebody didn't have health insurance, and he said, "What are you doing in my hospital?" This goes on a rampage. Oh, and there comes the charger. And another charger.
Yeah. And a jockey.
And a jockey. And a smoker.
I don't think they were ready or prepared for that, but they got through it. One guy's just hiding in case something goes bad, I think. You really need all 4 players to manage all these infected at once.
You guys ready?
They're really just, and unlike other modes of the game, that you really don't have any breathers in this mode. It is just special infected after special infected and multiples on the map at a time. As you saw just then, we saw Boomer, Smoker, Boomer, Hunter, then Smoker back to back to back. There's just no breathing room in the meantime, so you really do have to have your wits about you and constantly be thinking about the map design itself, where you're going next, where your other teammates are, focusing on comms, and at the same time they're dealing with less powerful weapons, because these are hardcore gamers. They're gaming, so you gotta respect it. You gotta respect the hustle.
Grenades here.
Yeah, not even picking up those level 2 shotguns. You gotta respect it. These are all OG speedrunners in the Left 4 Dead community. If you want to join, we have a bunch of resources. Help you get into the speedrunning community and just Left 4 Dead as a whole. It's a great game to get into speedrunning.
Weapons here.
And if you wanted to get involved, is there a Discord available for people to jump onto, or there's some tutorial videos, or how would somebody go about starting that journey?
Yeah, the Left 4 Dead. It's a L4D speedrunning community on Discord. There's capital L4D.
There we go, Choco Muffin. So quick with that Discord link. There you go. So there's a resource right there in the chat. If any of this has interested you, and you want to get involved and find some like-minded people who are also playing it and have a wealth of knowledge to share, there's that Discord link right there in the chat. I'm not sure if we can get that on YouTube as well for the people who are watching on YouTube, but it really does look like a very fun community and a very fun game to get involved with when it comes to speedrunning, and a lot of tech involved as well.
Yeah, I'm a part of the community, and actually I haven't speedran the game yet, but you know, casually I like to do some of the skips that I've found
One
in the
day it's all
Discord.
just gonna go back to normal.
Shoutouts to Waifu for getting me into this community, because your Left 4 Dead runs really helped like make a game that I already loved into something greater.
Absolutely, and I mean this entire event has been a display of love for this game. And I wanted to remind everybody that we are raising money here for charity. If you're just arriving, that number at the top of the screen that you're seeing, $5,034.61, is the total amount of money we've been able to raise in the 15 or 16 odd hours that we've been live for. The run has been live for 15 hours and 33 minutes. The donation link is there in chat, !donate if you would like to still donate. It's still open. We've reached all the incentives, but listen, we don't need incentives to raise money for charity. Keep those donations coming through. We're raising money for NAMI, which is the National Alliance on Mental Illness, a cause which is near and dear to my heart as somebody who also suffers from mental illness. The money is going directly to help fund things like support lines, groups, and the general spreading of information, not just spreading of information to be mental health aware, not that that's a bad thing, but it's also spreading information for how to deal with mental health issues, which is really, really important. Awareness is one thing, awareness of how to deal with mental illness is another thing, whether that be through resources or cognitive work and anything like that. So it's going to a phenomenal cause. Make sure to get your donations in. And there we have it. They've just finished another map. I think, was that the last one for this particular incentive? Or do we have one more?
For this incentive, we just need the finale.
Well, there you go. We're on to the finale.
On to the rooftop. Right here, they can just skip that hole and climb on the ledge.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, I remember this map now.
Looking down and up on the ladders while holding the arrow keys. or their WASDs. Actually makes them go up the ladders a little faster. I think 1 in 20 Americans suffer from mental illness. So thank you guys for donating to such a great cause and aiding those in need. It really starts with discovering and finding resources to help.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. And also having those support lines available is as I think a lot of us know and agree with, is certainly something important for mental illness and you know, being able to deal with it as well. So it's certainly another mode of support that NAMI is able to offer, and just more incentive for us to to donate and make sure that charities like NAMI are able to continue running and continue putting out those wonderful services so that people with mental illness are able to cope better.
Yeah. Even understanding what people are going through is a lot of work, and they can help you.
Absolutely.
Let's see those jockeys go fly.
The jockeys going what's going to happen with the jockeys?
Oh, they're just trying to reach them, so they're jumping as high as they can.
The more I'm giggling because the more I'm watching this, the more some of the memories of playing this with my sisters come flooding back and just dying countless times on these maps. I cannot imagine how difficult these are, like, with all of these
make it look
the
so
modes.
easy.
I know. That's why I'm laughing. I'm like, how do they do it? How do they do it?
You can just stay there the whole time. You don't have to run around the map. Right, we're almost done with this map, and then we'll go straight into tank run.
But you can see how far away that they're spotting some of these special infected. Not all of them, of course, just by the nature of that tank trying to get on the roof on Fail's screen. Oh gosh, that was funny. You can see how far away that they're spotting some of these infected, and they're already attacking them or shooting at them from all the way on the other side of the map to try and make lighter work of them when they come within reach of them. There's certainly a lot of rhyme and reason. It may look like carnage and chaos, but there are certainly strategies that they're implementing here to make easier work of this. And I mean, that's the reason why they're able to do this, and why I probably could never do this, because they know all of the tricks. See, like that, there was a smoker so far away, and they were able to explode it from the complete opposite side of the map.
Yeah, not letting that smoker get in range.
Wait up, this will only take a second.
And then using these like corners to their advantage. Avoiding the spit. And they've actually started using Molotovs. We saw the Shrek get lit on fire. I don't think we've seen that.
There we go, quick revival there, Fails. We can't let Fails go down, seeing as he's the current holder of the save file. There we go, more Molotovs are being used as well. And they're just mowing down these common infected. But as we mentioned earlier, if you missed it, even the common infected on these modes are dealing significant amounts of damage. On expert mode, common infected deal 20 damage from the front of a player's body and 10 damage from the back of a player's body. So even the common infected are nothing to scoff at. These are extremely high levels of difficulty, and then just with the sheer amount of enemies that are being thrown around, it's fun carnage.
yeah, surviving this long. It looks like they're running low on health. We've only got 2 health packs right now. One
I'm grabbing the shotgun.
minigun on the Shrek tank. Oh no, why'd it throw a rock?
Come on, get up!
He's just leaving no stone unturned.
Yeah, they gotta hurry up.
Just go! Go!
Get to that another helicopter for the escape.
There it is, and there comes the helicopter. And just in the nick of time, they were kind of scraping by there. They only had 2 health packs left, but it looks like all 4 of them are gonna make it, and they do! There you have it. That is, excuse me, again. That is, that is the hard 8 incentive. We just saw twice as many special infected. That was spawning twice as fast. That was played on No Mercy on expert mode, so that was certainly something else.
give that a try yourself. It's no joke.
5 out of 5 review on Yelp. How many achievements left is a question that's just been asked in the chat. I believe we only have 2 or 3 achievements left. But before that, we have one more incentive to run through, which you guys met just in the nick of time. The tank run, which was the 4,000 donation, incentive that was met just a couple of, maybe an hour ago now. It's a mutation where we're going to see all of the special infecteds. Every single one of them are going to be tanks, which means that there can be up to 6 tanks on the map at once. They're gonna be running this on a modded map called Suicide Blitz 2, and it's going to be on advanced. So this one's not on expert, but it's still on a incredibly tough difficulty. And if you thought the last one was chaos, well, this is going to be chaotic too.
Yeah, they go into a football field. I believe the Badgers play there, or the home team.
This right here messed some shit up.
This is
Here we go, and they're loading in now.
map.
Hey, we're still here!
Thought they were supposed to be getting us out of this shit.
Right. Let's just enjoy this.
They're spawning
Shrek
midair, as you do.
I feel like whenever they see a helicopter in the distance, they're like, "Wait, come back!"
Yeah. I wonder if we can get a Shrek counter in chat. If people want to keep an eye on how many Shrek tanks that they see throughout this playthrough, because there's going to be a lot. Spoilers, there's going to be a lot of Shrek tanks. Okay, there's one.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah,
even blink
juke
twice at that one.
Juke that one as he's running up the stairs. And that would be near impossible. You know, all they have is pistols right now.
Stand still, or I'm gonna mess this up.
I still don't know what that little thing that he's holding in. It looks like a Toad plushie. You just saw it on RD's screen.
Yeah, the custom health pack skin.
Oh, there it is. Oh my god, it's adorable. Look at him.
Another tank. That's 2.
That's 2. Oh gosh, this counter's going to go up very quickly.
Yeah, they're in such close quarters right now.
So I imagine they're going to be trying to get out of there as soon as possible. So how does this map develop? Does it open out into a larger area? I know you mentioned a football field.
Yeah, that's the finale part of the map. I actually haven't seen a lot of this yet, so it's all pretty much new to me.
You see the bodies of fallen Teletubbies on the floor there, from the Teletubby mod, which was another incentive that was added earlier on. That's the third tank we've seen now, the third Shrek.
I think that was the 4th.
Oh,
I'm losing
was
track.
it?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh!
There's one waiting for them outside the elevator, and then one by the door. Looks like that one was a scripted tank.
Crowbar right here.
There's another tank.
Ooh.
Gosh,
Yeah, they're
there's
just
so
gonna
many already.
outrun these tanks without fighting them.
Hey, wait a second. I gotta heal.
2 tanks. 3 tanks.
Oh no. Right as he crossed the bridge, he just got knocked off.
Hey, we got a safe room.
Oh
right
no, that's bad
Oh.
luck.
Fails
Oh no,
is
there's another
stuck in
one
a
coming too.
predicament.
Oh no. Oh no. You can do it, Fails.
here. Get inside, y'all.
That was very unfortunate timing and placement. Right in the corner of there. Gets knocked off just as he's crossing the bridge.
Yeah, we can watch
That's
RD.
unfortunate.
Obliged. Y'all ready?
See if tank
Oh,
just
no.
knocked my car into him. He had no chance. We have one lone survivor though, Acids, waiting in the safe room.
They're
Yeah.
getting shreked right now. Shreked.
Nick dancing on the ground, waiting for them to bleed out.
And if you're just joining us here now, my name's Reliever, and I'm joined by my co-host here, who is ZDep. ZDep is the expert, the Left 4 Dead 2 connoisseur. I'm just here for the ride, reading donations. And this is the Waifu Presents Left 4 Dead 2 All Achievement Speedrun Charity Marathon. We are on the final stretch of this. We only have 2 achievements left out of 101. Achievements in the whole game. We're nearing hour 16 of this marathon, and all of these runners have been doing a phenomenal job. Right now, they're not inherently searching for achievements. We're actually running through the last incentive that all of you guys helped towards reaching, which was the $4,000 tank run, which is the mutation run. And as you're seeing now, all of the special infected are tanks. But we also hit the Shrek tank incentive, which was the $1,000 incentive, which means that all tanks are Shrek. So all special infected are tanks, and all tanks are Shreks. It's chaos. It's mayhem. And after this, we're going to be going on to doing the final 2 miscellaneous achievements for the entire marathon. So sit back, relax, enjoy, watch the chaos unfold. And and donate money to charity. We're currently raising money for NAMI. ! Donate in the chat to get that link up. And you can follow that to donate money. We've got all incentives are met, but it's still going to a phenomenal cause. We have $5,034.61 raised already. Any money helps. $1, $5, $100, $1,000 if you're feeling generous, and if you can fiscally afford it. But thank you to all of the donations that we have received already, and to everybody in chat who's watching and keeping that hype flowing. Whether you're watching here on Twitch or here on YouTube, I hope you're enjoying the event, like I am, because this has been certainly an experience watching, particularly what's going on right now. ZDep, I've completely lost track of how many tanks we've seen. There's just been so many Shreks. So many Shreks.
Yeah, wait until you see the finale. It's something to behold.
Through here.
It's like a tank at every corner. And if you guys are enjoying this, maybe you found a new speedrunner that you want to watch, maybe give them a follow.
Absolutely. We currently have Fails, RS Killer, RD, and Acids running. Fails is the runner who has the main save file that they're working the achievements on right now. But all of the runners for this event, which it'd be awesome if I could get a total of how many runners there've been, but I believe we've had over a dozen runners that have contributed to this event happening and being possible. And of course, Waifu, who is hosting the event here, who's organized it, who's put it together, and everybody else in the background who's contributed to such an amazing event that's been able to take place. And I'm so thankful that I could be a part of it as well. It's such a pleasure to be here.
a second. I gotta
It's
heal.
like they're luring these tanks up onto this tent.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And they look pretty safe from this.
There we go. We see them jumping onto the ship now with the minigun.
Hey, come on, shoot the tank, y'all, not me.
What are you doing in my... Not good. What?
Hey, we can get across now.
Not good. What?
I'm not sure how close they are to the safe room.
Move careful.
But
Watch your fire. It will be just fine.
there's gonna be some more Shrek tanks in the way.
Stairs.
I'm sure of that.
Weapons here. Not good.
Well, thankfully this map doesn't have too much water on the ground, so they can navigate their way through it a lot quicker. But as you can see, there are a lot of tight quarters. Acids and the rest of the crew here, they're in those corridors, faced with tanks is not easy. But they make quick work of it, and they're able to get past them. But of course, you're wanting to encounter tanks in more of these open environments. But listen, it makes for better watching when they're in those tight quarters, because it's just chaotic.
Yeah, usually you see one, maybe two in a campaign level, but this time there's 6 at a time.
And it really is at a time. There can be 6 in the map at any one time, and all of them are going to be tanks. So this is the incentive that you guys raise money for, and hope you're enjoying it.
Reloading.
And there's another one. Is that the safe room door? No, it's not the safe room door. I thought it was,
Yeah,
but
you
it just came straight out of the safe house.
Looks like we lost a player, but he's back now.
Right through here.
Safe house up ahead.
You don't want to leave your teammates behind. You don't want to be in a room with just you and a tank.
Don't stop shooting.
You need a group of friends to help you.
How that's done.
There we go, and it looks like they're through.
Thanks, Little Aggie, for the raid.
Huge raid. Welcome in, everybody.
Everyone joining us. We're doing all achievements marathon for Left 4 Dead 2. Hello, Raiders.
So for all of those new in the chat, and we just got a huge raid from Little Aggie, we are currently doing the Waifu Presents Left 4 Dead 2 All Achievement Speedrun Charity Marathon, and it is supporting NAMI. For those who are unaware, basically what we've been doing is, you can see from the timer in the top right, the run has been active for 15 hours, 53 minutes. They're doing all 101 achievements. That is a huge feat. ZDep was saying just before that it took him an entire winter to get all of these achievements, and that's coming from somebody who's an expert in Left 4 Dead 2. So speedrunning this has been a massive collective effort, and the way that they've done it is we had a brand new vanilla save file, and that's been passed around from runner to runner over the course of the 15 hours as they get all achievements. What you're seeing right now here is the donation incentive that was put forward for $4,000, which we achieved about an hour ago for the tank run, which is a mutation run where all of the special infecteds are tanks. So that means that there can be up to 6 tanks on the map at once. And if you're familiar with Left 4 Dead, the tanks are probably the most terrifying of all of the special infecteds. But earlier in the marathon, we also achieved the incentive for Shrek Tank for $1,000, which means that all of the tanks in the games are Shrek. So that means all of the tanks, all of the special infecteds for this run, or for this mode, are tanks, and all of the tanks are Shrek. So it's just been chaotic fun. Totally chaotic fun. But we are raising money for NAMI. NAMI is a excuse me. You'll have to excuse me. I have COVID, so I'm a little airheaded at the moment. But NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness, which is the nation's largest grassroots mental health organization, dedicated to building better lives for the millions of Americans affected by mental illness. And if you would like to donate, the donation link is there in chat. We have achieved all incentives, but that's not going to stop us from donating to a great cause. So make sure you hit that link, and anything that you can afford, even if it's $1, $5, even $100, it all goes to a wonderful cause. And thank you to everybody who already has donated.
Yeah, if this wasn't an apocalypse, we need someone to cover the charges for all those doors being broken down by these tanks. They're just breaking every door in their way just to get to these survivors, preventing them from getting to the safe room, which is...
breaking doors and lifting rocks.
Yeah.
Or flinging rocks.
And they can climb.
And they can climb, yeah. Now, in terms of the progress of the achievements, we've got almost all of them. Right now, we're not inherently looking for any achievements because this was part of the incentive here. But after this, we have 2 more incentives left to go for the entire event. And we've saved some of the best for last. So I hope you enjoy it. Stick around, get comfortable, get some popcorn, and enjoy the rest of the marathon.
Yes, we got that done.
Yeah, all this marathon has gone smoothly, and we only have 2 left.
Can't believe how
We're close to 100 achievements.
Such a unique marathon as well has just been structured so perfectly. When I saw last night the time that I was meant to be starting the shift, which was 1 p.m. Australian time or Australian Eastern Standard Time, I thought, well, I'll wake up really early and anticipate that either I'll be on early or I'll be on later. But no, the event has run smoothly on time. It's been so well organized.
And these mods that have just been showcased through this are hilarious. We saw Teletubbies earlier in the stream. Now we're seeing Shrek tanks.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, for one of those last achievements, because we still have Mutant Overlord, which is to play 6 mutations, and Z Genocidist, which is to kill 53,599 infected. And you'll see how that goes when that happens. I believe they will be Teletubbies again. So you're going to see all common infected as Teletubbies. I believe so. Listen, I've lied before because I'm not the Left 4 Dead 2 expert. But we'll see more Teletubbies, hopefully.
Yeah. I'm glad I could be here to be your Left 4 Dead 2 guide.
Me too. And I've got to make sure that I go back and all of you should as well, chat. In light of this event, Valve has made it a free weekend for Left 4 Dead 2. And if you jump in on Steam, Left 4 Dead 2 is going to cost you $2. That's it, $2 for this game. And I don't know what the current number is, but as of a couple of hours ago, there were 45,000 people playing Left 4 Dead 2, which just shows what an amazing community they have and how much love there is still for this game. And I mean, this event is a product of that. So make sure you go and get your copy of Left 4 Dead 2 as well. And thank you to Valve for helping out with that. There we go. We can see some dead Teletubby skins in the stands back there. So you will see some of them scattered around the maps. But predominantly, you're just going to be seeing tanks, and Shrek tanks at that.
Yeah, if you're like, that's new, yeah. It's one of the mods, and all the mods are free in the Steam Workshop.
First aid kit here.
Just gives you new maps to play, new ways to play the game. get a...
And is this map available as well on the Steam Workshop?
Yeah. Awesome. All the other mods.
Shoot the shit out of that thing!
Healing. Cover me, please.
This is probably the longest map that we've seen today.
And now we were saying before, this is a custom map that they're using particularly for this mod. Oh, nearly got taken out by a rock there, but managed to skim past it.
Yeah, once... It feels like they're always like close to the safe room, and then there's like a whole new area they gotta get past.
And if you're in the chat and you're new and you're wondering, you'll see a lot of the players, particularly in these long maps, they'll be jumping all around the place, and it's probably one of the more obvious strats that they're using here, as this is a speedrun. That is the what they call the bee hop or bunny hopping, and that's a strategy that they use in order to increase momentum as they move through the maps. So this game is run at 30 FPS, and every time they jump, if the second that their character model hits the ground, the frame that it hits the ground, they press A or whatever their jump button is, and they hit that frame perfectly, they'll gain momentum and they'll be able to kind of do this like wiggle diagonal thing in the air in order to move faster. And this map hasn't seen much of it, but for example, it's not just wonderful for regular movement, but when these characters are in water, for example, a lot of the maps have a lot of water. That is a thing in the game which will slow down your character, so you'll see it a lot when they're traversing through water as well. But there are a lot of frame perfect things in this game which make it look chaotic and like they're just kind of flailing to get through these maps, but there's a lot of precision work going on here.
Oh, that was an interesting end of the level.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was expecting Safe House.
It looked like the end of Resident Evil 2, where they all got on the train and escaped Raccoon City.
Speaking of Raccoon City and Resident Evil, this entire mod with the Shreks is reminding me of when I played Resident Evil 2 Remake, and I put the Untitled Goose mod on Mr. X, and he was a goose, and his music was the Untitled Goose Game music every time. So it's kind of like the tank in that fashion. And then I turned on the mod where all enemies were Mr. X, so every single enemy was the goose as Mr. X with just this goose music everywhere. It was hilarious. But this is reminding me a lot of that.
Alright, this is finale they're gearing up for.
I got a bad feeling about that.
So what would be some of the strategies, if you know any, that they would be using in order to deal with the sheer amount of these tanks with what weapons and ammunition and melee weapons that they have at their disposal?
Just picking whatever, suits them. I think most of them, yeah, they all have the AK, so it looks like the strategy for this map is to use mid-range, high firepower weapons and high fire rate weapon.
All of them except for Fails, who has a
Bone finger.
Bone finger, yeah, Bone finger AK. I do like though when the reload animation happens, it quickly turns back into the assault rifle.
Yeah, he's using it for the melee weapon right now.
Oh,
he does have an
right.
AK.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, I thought it was a skin for the gun.
That'd be cool too, like the Dead Space finger, foam finger.
Dead Space is a game it's still on my list of games to play, but I don't know if I'm game enough yet.
You into a lot of horror games?
Yes, yeah. That's my jam.
Something about like horror games and horror movies just sets the mood. I don't know.
It certainly does, and particularly if it's late night on Twitch or YouTube, and you're watching Left 4 Dead 2 speedrunning at its finest, from the comfort of your own home or from wherever it is that you're watching from. And we are raising money here for NAMI. Excuse me, NAMI, just to give you a little bit more information if you missed it earlier, NAMI is the charity of choice for the marathon event here. It's the National Alliance on Mental Illness. It's America's largest grassroots mental health organization, and it's dedicated to building better lives for the millions of Americans who are affected by mental illness. I believe it's 1 in 20 Americans are affected by mental illness, so these kinds of charity organizations is just so important. And NAMI primarily helps by educating, advocating, supporting, listening, and leading in public awareness, support, and care, and that's all regarding mental health. And of course, they rely on support from people like us to fund these endeavors. And the money that is being raised here, it's going to fund directly things like support lines, groups, and the spread of information for dealing with mental health issues. So it's all going to a really phenomenal cause that is near and dear to my heart. So _donate in the chat is going to get you that link to donate. Anything, any donations are so appreciated. And as we leave off from this map, from this wonderful incentive that we had, make sure to remember to get your donations in for the last 2 achievements that we still have left here on the Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 2 All Achievements Speedrun Charity Marathon. And thank you to all of the runners for this. Thank you Acids, RD, Fails, and RS Killer for excuse me, RD Killer for your help here, and to all of the other runners as well. But massive GG's in the chat for what we just saw there. That was not an easy feat, and you guys all made that happen with all of your donations to hit that tank run incentive.
Yeah, we saw all that practice come in handy, and that finale was pretty easy for them.
Yeah. I can't imagine doing anything like that. That'd give me nightmares.
Yeah, it would freeze.
But lucky I'm not the expert. Freeing the souls of all the Shreks. So as we get set up here, we've got the Shift 5 runners who are getting ready to do the miscellaneous achievements here. So did you want to tell us a little bit more about the last 2 achievements that we have aims here to achieve?
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. I mean, we're just gonna count down to how many zombies we have left until we get the achievement, and we'll see how fast that goes. I'm really excited. You guys have to stick around and see that. The Mutant Overlord achievement, it shouldn't be too hard because all you have to do is load up 1 mutation, and you don't even have to complete it. So, pretty simple.
So what mutation will they be loading up?
I'm not sure. I think any of them go towards the achievement.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter.
No.
Okay, wonderful. So progress on the Z Genocidus 2 achievement, which is one of the 2 last ones that we have left. We have killed so far on the save file 9,879 infected in total. And that's out of 53,599 in order to hit that achievement. So that is that's a big achievement that we have to hit. I'm not entirely sure how they're going to do it. It's going to be a bit of a surprise for me too, because I've never seen this achievement be met or how it's done. But that's going to be a pretty fun finale that we have in store. So as they get loaded up here, make sure you're looking after yourself as well, having some water, stretching your legs, and getting nice and cozy for the remainder of this run.
And so we're going to see him load up another mutation and start on the beginning of Dead Center.
Did anybody get a total body count of how many Shreks we saw in the incentive before?
Yeah, it was like 6 at a time, so I'm pretty sure we saw at least 100. Close to 50,
100
probably.
tanks.
Yeah, the Z Genocide achievement, it can take probably like, not even, you can't do it in a week unless you use a custom map like we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Takes a long time.
As mentioned, we have... Oh, there we go! Mutant Overlord! Just like that. Well done, Fails.
Just like that.
So that leaves one achievement left, guys. Get some hype going in the chat for the final achievement. We've done 100 out of 101. And we truly are on the final stretch here.
One more to go.
One more to go. Hype!
Hype! Yeah, the survival block really helped on getting this number up, so shouldn't take too long.
So
Just
for what we were mentioning earlier as well, we mentioned that for the new people who are here in chat, we have and you're seeing it again right now, we have the Teletubbies mod enabled. That was, which one was that? Oh yeah, that was the $2,000 incentive, which makes all of the common infected Teletubbies. And so that's been going ever since we met that goal. It's been going for the remainder of the event. It's been a great laugh, and we are going to continue seeing that for the rest of the run.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Loading up the map again. I think it crashed the first time. Alright. One room full of thousands of Teletubbies.
Look at all the colors!
I think it's gonna block the screen.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
This is nightmare fuel. Wow, okay.
Yeah,
so
let's see that number go down pretty fast. I don't think this will take too long. We'll just wait and see.
I think what I heard, it's going to take, with how many we've already killed, it's going to take about 40 minutes of pure mowing down Teletubbies. The stats are it's about 1.5 to 2,000 kills per minute. So you can do the math on that, but it is this custom map, so we can grind out all of the final kills to get that final achievement. So it is just going to be a colorful bloodbath, so to speak, It's so funny to watch them just flying at the screen, and they're using the minigun, of course, to help assist with that. It's the cheese strats. It's the cheese strats.
All the cheese. These Teletubbies are just staring down the barrel of this minigun.
And of course it's a infinite ammo minigun.
Yeah, I don't know who found this map, but kudos to them.
Well, it certainly makes an incredibly challenging achievement a lot more attainable. It's much easier to sit down, hold a button, eat a bag of popcorn while mowing down Teletubbies than it is grinding it out for weeks and weeks and weeks.
It looks like the minigun overheats a little bit, so He's gotta take a buffer for it to cool down. And yeah, you can't even see anything but colors and shapes. All these Teletubbies just dancing in front of the minigun. Can you hear the Teletubbies' screams as they die?
I just unmuted the stream for a quick moment there, and the little sounds they make as well. It's phenomenal.
I think they're all saying their name as they die.
It's really.
Pretty sure. I heard Lulu and Winky Winky. Maybe some Poe.
La La for the win. Tinky Winky's my favorite. He's always been my favorite. Or they've always been my favorite. I'm not sure, not even sure if Teletubbies have genders. They're our little non-binary friends. But I'm waiting for the Teletubby mod, which includes Nunu the vacuum cleaner and the cursed baby in the sun. I'm just waiting for that. That's the one I'm excited to see.
Your son just follows you around.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Alright, he's checking. Oh, looks like we've almost hit. We've hit 15,000 so far.
Already. Good
Yeah.
God. Good gracious.
We were at 9,000 at the start of this. So that's 6,000 down in 4 minutes.
Listen, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, all things considered. But you can only imagine. I mean, we've had 16 hours of professional Left 4 Dead 2 players, speedrunners who have been playing this game for some of them for a very, very long time. They're all high achievers in the game, and smashing out every single achievement in this game. Then only to have had, and I say only, but like 9,500 infected had been killed. You got to imagine how many then on top of that it would take. How many hours on top of that for a professional player to get the 54,000? Well, 53,500 total killed. It's certainly not doable in speedrun marathon capacity.
Yeah, it's like 7 more marathons.
Yeah.
A whole week of Left 4 Dead 2 on Waifu stream. Just kidding.
Now, I'm not sure if you know of, or if anybody in the chat knows, is there a significance to that number? Because the number I mean, it's pretty specific to kill 53,599. Is there some kind of significance to that number?
Yeah, it's shout outs to Dead Rising.
Oh.
So, yeah, there's an achievement to kill, I think it's like close to that amount, and then they're like, let's top that. So they just put like a couple more.
The memes! The memes!
We need the zombie massacres in this game. That one, yeah.
Listen, zombie games gotta support other zombie games. You'll love to see it. The subtle nods are good.
Well, Frank West is armed with a camera. We're armed with a minigun, so it's
Yeah,
a
that's
little
right, yeah.
faster.
The camera minigun. And I've just seen in chat somebody said that in Left 4 Dead 1 the achievement was 595. I'm not wearing my glasses. So they topped it by 4. Those extra 4 really make the difference.
Yeah. It's kind of a pain to see this achievement back, but here we go again. Another
The memes.
100 hours I gotta play. So.
When you played it casually before this room was found, was there any particular strategy or map that you would use to farm infected kills?
Yeah, like any finale with the minigun. Which
Oh,
is,
right, okay.
a lot of them.
So the airplane map that we saw earlier, I'm sure that's one of them too.
Yeah, or on top of No Mercy Hospital.
Yep.
There's probably a lot of the achievement guides out there for the people without accessibility to custom maps, like console players to have.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. That's where I started my Left 4 Dead escapades, is Xbox 360.
Oh, yep, and same with me. As I said, I never played too much of Left 4 Dead 2, but I just remember grinding Left 4 Dead 1 over and over again with my sisters. It was kind of funny to see three young girls playing a gruesome, quote-unquote gruesome game like this. And I believe the Australian version, it had censorship, so you didn't see that much blood or anything either. And zombies and such despawn pretty much instantly.
Yeah, like you're seeing here, there's not a lot of blood. They're kind of just disappearing off screen. I think that's because the amount of zombies that are on the screen right now.
Yes, yeah.
It just helps load them faster. Australian censorship at its finest.
At its finest. That's right.
There's a cover of Left 4 Dead 2 with like part of its hands or fingers missing, and then in the Australia version he actually has fingers.
Yep, I've seen that too.
Kind of weird to see that. I think we're probably halfway now. Close to halfway.
Well, I'm looking at the the Steam community stats for this run, and although it's updated all of the achievements, it hasn't updated the total of infected killed. So my guess would be as good as yours. I reckon we're maybe at about 25,000 or 20,000.
Yeah, quick check. Around 20,000. We'll probably get close to it. And maybe we could do like a countdown from 10, and if we don't get it, we'll just do another countdown from 10, and then we'll just do another countdown.
But while we're sitting here and waiting and watching and listening to all of these Teletubbies perish, a reminder that the charity link, the donation link, is still active. ! Donate in the chat. To get those donations in before the end of the Speedrun Marathon. It has been such a phenomenal marathon. If you're just joining us, my name's Reliever, and I'm joined here by ZDEP. And we're just the hosts here, but we've had some phenomenal runners, over 12, over a dozen that have been helping make this happen. And then on top of that, we of course have Waifu, who was the primary organizer for this entire event, who's been doing all the work behind the scenes, communicating with the charities, and Valve as well for the free weekend, the producers in the background. It's just been a huge effort on behalf of everybody to make this happen. And thank you for having me as well as a part of this. Thank you to NAMI for being the charity. And thank you to everybody in chat who's been donating and supporting and keeping that hype flowing through chat. But make sure to get those donations in. I would love to see that number be 5100. That'd just be the dream. We have smashed the incentive target for the final incentive, which was $4,000. But I think we can do better. I think we could get to some beautifully even numbers. I'm one of those people who likes to see even numbers. But make sure to get your donations in while we have this breather time and this carnage. Oh, and we're getting an update. We're at, oh gosh, I missed it. Blinked, you missed it. Did you see it? Did
Yeah.
you see what the total was?
24,000.
24,000. All right. Well, we were right. It was between 20 and 25,000. So the estimation is that at about 16. So if we're looking at the top right timer, at about 16 hours and 40 minutes, we should hit the goal, the achievement. That should be when we hit the 53,500. But we are almost halfway. I mean, that they made light work of 1,500 zombies.
Imagine if this was a versus map.
Oh goodness.
Just no way to
Oh
get
gosh. Oh gosh.
It's like when you play with like your nephew or something, and he's like, "I win every time."
Yep.
You're just holding down.
Of course you won. You got a minigun.
Oh no, just the look on their faces. The lack of eyes.
That's right. The black hole eyes.
Okay.
The voids.
Just their tummies full of static.
Oh good. We've got the new copy pasta. Acids has put it in the chat. If Fails has a million number of fans, I am one of them. If Fails has 10 fans, I am one of them. If Fails, oh my gosh, I've my eyes. I screwed this up. COVID. I blame COVID. If Fails have only one fan, then that is me. If Fails has no fans, that means I am no more on this earth. If world against Fails, I am against the world. I love Fails, #Fails, till my last breath. Die hard fan of Fails. Hit like if you think Fails best player and smart in the world.
Not in the world. I'm giving Fails a follow just for that.
You should, and you should.
They should
And you should.
Pop it in his chat whenever he's live.
Well done, chat.
I'm sure Fails is having a great time mowing these zombies down. Hopefully everyone else in chat is having a good time. see those cursed emotes in chat for these cursed Teletubbies.
I just needed to run and grab some water. I blame the COVID. Did I miss anything?
We're still going.
We're still going, yeah! Heck yeah!
Yes, the stream won't end until all achievements are met. That is the goal.
That's right. And we're right at the end. We're right at the end. This is the last thing that we need to do, and it is the most colorful, most chaotic, most oh gosh, what's another descriptive word? Most offensive to the Teletubbies achievement of them all, really. And to add to the excitement, we just got another donation in from. Oh, they had to make their name this again. My poor COVID brain cannot process.
Jamie Dietrich.
Dietrich. Okay, thank you. I was saying Diet Rich. Jamie Dietrich. Thank you very much for the $1.02 donation. It says thank you, Waifu. Thank you, Valve. Thank you, host. Thank you, runners. This was one of the best things I've seen in a while. If an eternal enigma is still here, he'd be on the bus, of course. There is still time to donate, guys. Please help those who suffer with any mental illnesses. GG's from Siberian Husky. Well, thank you very much. That very kind words and a very kind donation. Thank you very much. And they're right. You still have time to donate. We have about 20 minutes. No, not even. We've got about 8 minutes left until the end of this, until it's all over. And we're going to try and push it right on through to the end. Thank you all so much for your donations. ! Donate in the chat to get that link up. And any amount, any donation counts. As a reminder for maybe those who are new in here, the donation that we are raising money for is NAMI. It's the National Alliance on Mental Illness, the nation's largest grassroots mental health organization dedicated to building better lives for the millions of Americans that are affected by mental illness. And these donations are helping to fund some of their support services like support lines, some groups that they run, and the spread of information for dealing with mental health issues, which is just, it's so important. And with so many Americans and people across the world who are affected by mental illness, 1 in every 20 Americans is affected by a mental illness. So that's a huge percentage. And charities and organizations like NAMI are really making best efforts and contributions in order to make people who are living with mental illnesses lives a little easier. As we all know, mental illnesses don't often and don't always just go away. They can't always be cured. So learning to live with it and having these kinds of services available are just so important. So all donations count. And thank you again to Waifu for putting on this event and for choosing NAMI as a charity, as the charity that we are supporting. It means a lot, and it's near and dear to my heart as well. Well, my goodness, this is the timer is going down very quickly. We have about well, in just 15 seconds, we will have 5 minutes left of mowing down Teletubbies. And the where is it? The estimation is 1.5 thousand to 2,000 kills a minute on this map. So we're making very quick mincemeat of these Teletubbies. We're making Teletubby custard, and I've just been informed that we are at currently at 35,000. Okay. So let's see how we do.
I didn't catch the name of this map, but probably just one room, one minigun.
I think I should be able to tell you. It's not Suicide Blitz. That was The tank run, I believe. I'm not sure what this map is called, actually. It should be called Teletubby Custard.
Yeah, it should be easy for everyone to get this achievement this way. You don't even have to look at the screen.
Yeah.
Just hold here.
Don't tell them that. This requires great skill, okay? We definitely didn't see Fells typing in the chat moments ago.
You just had to control V that copy pasta.
Yeah. This requires great skill and listen, you can't do this unless you've been playing Left 4 Dead 2 for years and years and years, okay? You definitely don't just have to hold down a button.
Like one of those apps that grants you all the, what is it, Pokemon Go eggs that you've hatched.
Oh, Siberian Husky has put the name of the map in. It's called Idol Achievement Z Genocidist 2 Episode 2.
Oh, it's just the name of the achievement.
It's just the name of the achievement. It has a purpose, and it informed everybody of that. I just got some more information on how this map works, and it's even more complicated than we thought. See, I told you it requires great skill. He just put plus attack in console and it shoots automatically. He's not even pressing a button. That's how much skill this requires, okay?
20k left, or around 20k. Just a little under. Racking them kills up.
Racking them kills up.
So, yeah. Hope everyone's having a good day. Hope everyone had a nice time chilling out. A shout out to Doug Sauce for letting me take today off. Couldn't have done this without you, and my beautiful girlfriend for sending me up with some ramen that I'm gonna chow down after we hit this achievement.
Oh, she's a keeper. She's a keeper. That's why you were mentioning ramen earlier, because you knew you were gonna eat ramen.
This is the special curry ramen.
You gotta stop talking about food. I'm starving. I might drive and get some. Well, actually, I can't drive and get some ramen. I've got COVID. I'll order some ramen.
They have Postmates. Maybe some. They'll come running faster your door than these Teletubbies.
That's right. That's right. I've got COVID, but I'm certainly on the tail end of it. It's been an eventful week. Very eventful. I had a a tattoo that I was meant to. I had it booked in for about a month prior to getting it. That I had to cancel because it fell right in the middle of this COVID heap that I've been in. But you know what's not sad is this donation that we just got from another anonymous for $5.10. Anonymous. Well, thank you very much for the donation. It's much appreciated. Thank you. And look at that beautiful round number. We've got 5050 and 73 cents on that donation tracker total. It's beautiful to see. And we've just got a little bit of time left until we reach this achievement. Those donation links will remain open. !donate in the chat to get some of those final donations in. And keep pushing that right towards the right until the end, right until the last Teletubby falls.
Yeah, it's getting pretty close. It's at 1640 at the top right now. We should be hitting it pretty soon. Sure, it'll be a weight off everyone's shoulders once we get this achievement, and a weight off these Teletubbies for, you know, ending their massacre.
That's right, yeah. They don't want to be doing this, they're just infected.
They've, yeah, they've caught something, but, you know, they just continue to reproduce and then spawn.
I can't decide which Teletubby I find more terrifying. The ones with the black hole eyes or the piercingly white dead eyes.
The white ones. Just
Yeah.
the black ones are kind of just like the characters from Stranger Things once they get vacuumed.
Yeah. No spoilers. I'm still on season 2. But terrifying nonetheless.
I promise.
Okay, we're at... Oh!
Ooh, 10,000 left.
10,000 left. So I think that's, let me math. Hang on. Let me math.
We're hitting like
Probably just
600
over
more
5 minutes.
6,000?
Yeah, just over 5 minutes left.
Yeah, I see. It'll probably be another 7 minutes.
Yeah, we got those Monka extremes in the chat. We're so close. You guys have done an amazing job. Can I just say, look at that number at the top of the screen. That is all going to a phenomenal cause. And just to everybody who's been involved in this, it's been so much fun, and I'm so glad that I could be involved. And I hope everybody in chat has enjoyed it. And everybody who's been around, however long you've been able to be here. My name's Reliever, and I'm joined here by ZDep. But it's not about us. It's about the donations that have come through. It's about the fantastic runners who have volunteered their time. About Waifu, who has put all of this together, and all the other people behind the scenes who this wouldn't have happened without. And I mean, this is such a truly unique speedrun marathon. I don't think anything like this has ever been done, and perhaps we may not see something like this again. It's been awesome to see, and a really awesome idea.
Yeah, really unique and just really nice. It's insane seeing all these achievements being met, just one after the other, like 3 at a time at sometimes. It's crazy.
And I know Waifu worked tirelessly for weeks and months in order for this to be possible. So yeah, big shout outs to Waifu.
And we all continue to get hyped together, putting this event together, and really get hyped from all these donations and from the cute chat.
Cute chat. Oh, cute chat. Cute chat is cute. Oh, Waifu's just given us the update. We're at 47,000. Hog.
Yeah, I don't think you'll see any achievements get done quicker than what you've seen today.
Certainly not. And with the the caliber of the people who are running this and making this happen, I think this is not easy to do casually.
Yeah, we just had like an estimate how long this would take based on the different survival maps and all the versus campaigns, and the regular campaigns, really. And we were right, like 16 hours.
Yep. So pretty accurate estimate, considering it's something that's never been done before, and in this setting as well, with added bonus incentives, and everything like that.
Yeah, the incentives really helped actually get some of these achievements, and just made the marathon that much better. But thanks everybody for donating, reaching all the incentives. I'm really proud of how great this marathon went.
I think we're at nearly 49,000 now. I want to know when those Teletubbies spawn and they all kind of drop from the ceiling like that. I want to know how many spawn at a time. Yeah.
I think there might be a limit on how many you can spawn. But that hallway looks pretty big, so...
Yes, yeah. Hit like if you think Fail's best player and smart in the world.
Yeah. Shout out to all the runners for, helping us get all these achievements. Jays, Fails, continuing to wreck all these zombies. Hope they can all sleep better tonight, knowing we did it.
We did it. What time is it in on the what? Oh gosh, my brain is not. PST, yes.
It's currently 12:37 a.m.
Well, good grief, we've got that late night hype going on.
Yeah.
And speaking of thanking all the people involved, thank you to all of the cute chat for remaining cute and persisting with that cuteness and donating, not only here on Twitch but also over on YouTube. Cute chat is very cute.
If you guys don't know, Waifu does have a Patreon. If you want to support him a little bit extra. Looks like we're pretty close to what I was saying. We would be done with this, so it's at probably another minute. No, I think we're almost there. I kind of want to do a countdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm interested. I want to know. I'm itching.
Any second.
Let's do it. Let's do a bet. What minute do you think we'll hit it at?
Oh, I called it.
Did you?
49, yeah. Yep.
Well, I'm going to call it at 51. No, I'm going to call it at 50.
Oh, you already said
50! 50!
Yeah, we're really close. I can feel it.
I can feel it.
Yeah,
they're DMCA us. DMCA!
They're doing the minutes and the seconds. 38 minutes. No, we're at 49.
No, it can't be 39.
49.50. 49.50.
No. 50, 50, 50, 10. 50, 10.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope.
Wait, no, I'm 50, 10. I'm 50, 10. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Only like
no!
15 more to go.
Yeah!
Time!
Time!
Woo!
Hey!
GG.
Big GG.
That was a Poggers moment for sure.
Big Poggers moment. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations, all of the runners. Congratulations, Waifu. Congratulations to everybody in chat. Thank you for making this happen. My goodness grief. Woo! All 101. Every single one of them unlocked.
That was
One
heck
more
of a
time with the
marathon.
copy pasta in chat.
101 of 101 unlocked. Good
Gosh,
job.
that is satisfying to see, isn't it? Whew. Big dubs. Big dubs. Everybody sincerely, on behalf of everybody involved here, thank you all so much for making it out and keeping chat hype. Thank you to all of the runners who have put on an amazing collaborative effort to make these achievements possible. Thank you so much to everybody who's been working in the background to make this happen, even with just donation interfaces. Thank you to the people who donated in order to make that number at the top of the screen happen. And also, thank you so much, last but not least, to Waifu, who put this entire thing together. That is the channel that you're on right now. If you have not hit that follow button, make sure you do. Because Waifu, I know, has been working tirelessly for months to make this a possibility. And what an amazing job he's done here in order to make this happen. It is stupendous to see.
Just a record-breaking event.
Record-breaking event.
What is up, guys? I'm not in Discord. XD. No, I'm not. What is up, everybody? Thank you guys so much for being here and helping out with the event. This is fucking amazing. It went way better than I could have expected. I had this idea. I really want to do a charity event because I've done a couple of speedrun tournaments before, and I really like doing community-oriented stuff, and especially doing so much stuff with GDQ lately. I really wanted to do something that would do something a little bit more like community-oriented with like the community that I'm in more personally, like Left 4 Dead 2, and to deal with something that is really important to me, which is like mental illness. Left 4 Dead 2 in particular, I don't know if anyone here has seen it. I've made couple of videos about how it's impacted my life and been super important and saved my life on multiple occasions. So I really wanted to use my platform and this awesome community to help, you know, support a really awesome cause. And I just want to give a huge shout out to a couple of people. Jays is like the only reason that this event could happen the way it would. He was our contact that got into contact with Valve for us, and he's the one who was able to make it so we could get a free weekend for the event, which is just amazing. It lended so much credibility to it, which let so many more people come here, and we were able to actually legitimately get all 101 achievements in, forgot to stop the timer, in under 17 hours, which is just insane. Just about how long I thought it would take. But this was a Herculean task that so many people helped to work on. Huge shout outs to Oten as well. He did all the back end programming for all of the donation stuff and helped me with all of the setup. And then the survival community came in super clutch. There was over like 9 hours of survival. And I didn't even know any of them before I decided to do this event. So I hit them up and they were super awesome and were like, yeah, we're definitely going to help. And they just like came in so clutch. And obviously the speedrunning community is always just fucking super fantastic. Everyone coming together and helping out something that was just kind of just like a daydream for me, but you know, like it's one of those things you just start talking about it and then eventually you make it a reality, and it's really fucking awesome. So thank you guys so much. Fuck yes. We raised $5,040.73. Absolutely amazing. First charity stream, I think it went pretty good. But I'm gonna just get this little video that's thanking everybody, and that's gonna be it for us. Thank you so much as well to all the hosts. You guys did a lovely job keeping everyone entertained and letting us know what was going on, especially a lot of you guys on very short notice. I really appreciate it. But yeah, thanks so much, you guys, and you know, thanks for supporting a good cause, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night.